When you pay attention to the passport bros, like they're getting women from like the DR, Colombia,
Yes.
The Philippines, Thailand, like women that can speak very little English.
This is what I'm talking about, y'all, in Thailand. In shape, fit, feminine, friendly, cooperative, submissive.
Work hard.
Work hard.
Women that don't have education.
First of all, I need to say that respect for other, it's the basic thing. Very basic thing for a human being should have. English, it's not our first language. And with the international men who have Asian girlfriends, I mean, it's their choice, girl. It's their choice. I mean, you don't need to say something negative or toxic to make others look bad and make yourself look good, because it's not helping. So please make yourself better. Think carefully before saying something bad about others people that you don't even know them.
What up, Zoom Tribe? All right, y'all. This conversation is about Blasians. The first Blasian I ever dated was a girl named Lisa Wu. She had a sister named Sherry Wu. We were teenagers. What was interesting about the Wu sisters is that usually when there's a biracial child, 9 times out of 10, the father is black. In this situation, the mother was black and the father was Asian, hence the last name Wu. Lisa went on to star on a reality show later on. I don't remember which one it was, but she also has a baby with R&B singer Keith Sweat. Prior to that, the first Blasian I remember seeing is Ray Don Chong. Chris Brown was in love with Karrueche Tran, who was also Blasian. Cassie Ventura, the one that was previously involved with P. Diddy, is Blasian. The singer Her, who I call Gabby because I noticed when she was 10 years old, she's Blasian. The term Blasian means black and Asian, used to describe people of mixed race, African or African American and Asian descent. It's emerged as a casual slang term in the 1990s to describe this specific mixed heritage. Now we're going to get into the historical context. The black and Asian communities in America have interacted since the late 19th and early 20th centuries, primarily through immigration and shared experiences of discrimination. In places like Hawaii and the West Coast, as well as military deployments in Asia, example the Vietnam War, the Korean War, relationships between black Americans and Asians, especially Southeast Asians, developed, contributing to the rise of Blasian families. Now, the term Blasian gained more recognition in pop culture as celebrities and public figures of mixed black and Asian descent gained prominence. People began to embrace the term to describe their unique identity, and it entered the lexicon of racial and cultural identity in the U.S. All right, now this is something I found out recently when I went to Brazil. The story of Japanese Brazilians is a fascinating part of Brazil's cultural and immigration history. The Japanese community in Brazil is the largest Japanese diaspora in the world, with over 1.5 million people of Japanese descent living in the country. This population has led to a significant influence on Brazilian society, particularly in agriculture, industry, and culture. Here's a deeper look at the history. In the early 20th century, the first Japanese immigrants arrived in Brazil on June 18, 1908, aboard the ship Kasato Maru. Brazil needed labor to work in its coffee plantations after the abolition of slavery in 1888, and Japan was experiencing economic hardship due to overpopulation and limited farmland. This led to an agreement between Japan and Brazil to encourage immigration. The first wave of Japanese immigrants were mostly rural workers attracted by the promise of work on Brazil's vast coffee plantations in the state of Sao Paulo. However, the working conditions were harsh, and many immigrants found life to be more difficult than they had anticipated. After World War II, a second wave of Japanese immigration to Brazil occurred. During this period, Japan had been devastated by the war, and many Japanese people sought better opportunities abroad. Brazil again became a popular destination due to its expansive agricultural opportunities. By this time, Japanese Brazilians had already begun to establish strong agricultural communities, especially in Sao Paulo and Paraná. Today, Japanese Brazilians celebrate their heritage through cultural festivals such as the festival, the Japão, Japan Festival, held annually in Sao Paulo. These events celebrate Japanese traditions, including music, dance, martial arts, and food. One of the most famous neighborhoods in Sao Paulo is Liberdade. I hope I said that right. Liberdade, known for its concentration of Japanese businesses, restaurants, and temples. On top of that, many Japanese Brazilians have succeeded in various industries, including education, business, and technology. Now let's get back to what I was talking about. With the Blasian situation, I ran across this beautiful Blasian, half-Thai, half-black woman that I thought was absolutely gorgeous, beautiful on the inside and out. We set up to do an interview tonight, and I woke up this morning, I'm in Minnesota right now. I woke up this morning to get a message from her saying that she didn't want to do the interview and she thought it was something else and, basically regulated me to being a typical, stereotypical passport bro, right? Then one of my guys sent me a video of her making a video where she's clearly upset. Fair use, fair use.
Today I want to bring some topic about how I feel. Somebody wants to collab with me.
That would be me. Now, originally we were supposed to do a collab tonight, but then this happened.
First of all, I am a normal girl. I don't work in the bar. I'm not a bar girl. I'm not that type of woman.
This is what I keep telling you guys. Every woman in Pattaya is not a bar girl. Y'all listen to these goofies and think that everything's the same, and it's not, man. It's different. Anyway, keep going.
I want people to respect me. And since I've been doing videos and all that, I got a lot of nasty messages. But I try to ignore because I don't like it.
Now, this is the part I don't understand. It seems like whatever she went through with someone else, she started projecting it to me. And anybody that knows me, I don't do anything that's off-brand or disrespectful or anything like that. I even sent her the list of questions I would be asking, and she agreed to the questions. Anyway, that's the phone. Let's keep going.
Why can't y'all just, respect me? The thing is, a lot of people want to curl up with me, and y'all doing the passport bro things and all that, passport bro content and all that. But why? Y'all already know that y'all doing that kind of content, and y'all trying to curl up with me and trying to make me look stupid.
Now, I don't think she's directing that part to me, but if she was, I would never want to make you look stupid. You're beautiful, you're smart, you have a lot of potential, and you look like a good actress. Anyway, let's keep going.
Trying to make me look stupid, look like a bar girl, or trying to hook me up with somebody.
Now, this is the part that may have upset her. I did say on my community tab, y'all could shoot y'all shot at her. But I meant that in a way of say hi, what's up, see what she's about. I'm going to ask her questions. You guys can ask her questions. But this went way to the left.
You think I can't find a boyfriend or something? I try to grow my channel with a good fan, good audience. The audience that really enjoying watching me, not just want to meet me or so, because I got a lot of messages, I got a lot of email trying to meet me or something. I'm not interested in that, guys.
Okay, I see what's going on now. There's a lot of thirsty ass, low vibrational dudes that will say things to her that are rude and insensitive. And I don't blame her for feeling this way. This is what I tell you guys about the matrix thinking. They don't operate that way in Thailand. In her mind, she's just trying to show her life and have a good time and enjoy being Blasian. She doesn't understand there's another element that comes with that. Anybody that's popular, especially on YouTube, you're gonna get negativity and hate and these demons that come after you because their lives are so screwed up. They can't stand to see someone else happy. I mean, when you think about it, she's minding her own business, having a good time, enjoying her life, trying to send positive vibes to people. And then these demons show up at your channel, out of the blue, negative, and that's a demonic spirit. I get everything from lady cab drivers with receding hairlines to booty goons with their evil spirits trying to throw smut on my name. But I'm a man, I can deal with it. This is a female. She's a fragile young woman who doesn't understand the energy that she's getting. She thinks it's a passport bro thing. This is where racism begins, guys. Passport Bro started as a good movement, positive, and like the little kid over in Japan that was walking around doing stupid stuff, acting a fool. For no reason, just for clicks and views and attention. This is why we gotta shut these fools down. They're deliberately trying to make it bad for all of us. So in closing, whatever they did to you, I apologize, even though I wasn't the one that did it. But I can see your frustration, where it comes from. And if you ever change your mind, you're always welcome back to my channel. And by the way, shoot your shot is not a bad thing. It means to have a conversation with you and see what happens. It does not mean anything disrespectful. It's just American slang. So with that being said, I hope we cleared this up. Now, I want to hear what you guys have to say. Let's get back to it. Yo, 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 yo. What it do, ladies and gentlemen? What's going on? What it is, man? It's your boy, the Travel OG, man, out here in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Man, back in the Matrix, boy. There's still good things about the Matrix. It's not all bad. It ain't all bad. It's not all bad. Run to some good things. I've never been to Minnesota before. Coming to see my family. Shout out to Pam and Duke. Also going to the Prince thing. I'm going to see Prince. See the Paisley Park. I'm gonna do that. Get some footage, some content for you guys, man. I'm right down the street from what's the club from Purple Rain? First what is it? First something. I'm gonna go there, check that out, man. I'm trying to get these Prince vibes, man. Prince is right up there in my top 5, you know what I mean? Michael Jackson, #1. Then you got Stevie Wonder. I'm talking about in the R&B world, not in the hip hop world. And Prince was one of the baddest, the coldest that ever did it. Talent, pound for pound, nobody was colder than Prince. So I gotta go see that, see what's going on, man. I'm so bad with my history, man. This is where George Floyd had that done to him. You know what I mean? So I definitely got to go by there, pay my respects. You know, just check it out, man. This is my tour around the Matrix because I don't know when I'm coming back. I don't know when I'm coming back, but I give a shout out. What's Derek saying? Derek, what is it? What was the best stream of all time? Was the best stream of all time? I don't know what you're talking about. But I talked to BMT. BMT's gonna come up. You know, one of the things, you know, about the situation, man, I was so excited to have this young lady on the channel, man. I was so excited, man. I pre-wrote the questions for her, sent them to her. I did everything in a professional manner. Like, you know, everything was like done the right way. So, you know, and that's another thing too. You guys think if it's hard to communicate with women in America, can you imagine what it's like when you got a language barrier? So I'm assuming, because I said, y'all shoot y'all shot, I think she took, I don't know how she flipped that, but next thing you know, we talking about bar girls and all this stuff, man. And I don't think, if you're watching, I don't think that about you at all. I think you're like I haven't met you in person, but you seem like a great person with a good heart. And I just wanted to get your opinion on what it's like growing up in Thailand, because she's really Thai, you guys. She like speaks Thai fluently, like she grew up in Thailand. So I just really wanted to just chop it up and get her opinion on things and really see what it's like. Hopefully we'll get her back. You know what I mean? I really don't understand. You know what I mean? Like it was crazy. I woke up this morning because this wasn't even this intro I just did for you guys, man. I'm gonna make that a episode. I did that today. Like this is the first time I got it. I mean, I was literally down to I was like 15 minutes from the show starting for me to get done. You know what I mean? So I guess I started at like, when she gave me the message, it was like I woke up like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. So I've been working since 10 o'clock, and now it's 9 o'clock here in Minneapolis. So, you know, it took me about 11 hours, no real breaks, you know what I mean, to get it to get it done. But you know me, I don't mind working, man, especially for y'all, man. I love to do my thing, man. And I've just been getting so much love since I've been to the States, man. A lot of y'all tell me, my brother tells me, my cousins tell me, my friends tell me about the impact that I have here in the States, man. And man, I've met people at the airport. I had an Uber driver. It was a shout out to him if you watching. I had an Uber driver. I was just trying to get a ride to Walmart, man, because I left my charger. Of all things you leave, left my charger and my laptop in the car. I mean, at home. So I had to go to Walmart and buy, and Walmart's like, 5 minutes away. Dude came pick me up. So I'm like, yeah, man. I'm like, I just need to go to Walmart, man. He goes, man, I live in Thailand. I left my shit. He said, he went, Thailand. He said, I know that voice. He said, oh, no. He said, no, he's not in my cab. No, he started flipping up. I started getting my camera out to like film his reaction because, I wasn't expecting it. I'm just chilling there. So I got the tail end of it, man. But he was so excited. And it made me feel so good, man, to know that it really, 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 really does have an influence on you guys, man, trying to help you guys get out the matrix, man. Zoom Fest is popping. We getting it all together, man. Y'all playing, man. Y'all playing. And we had a beautiful thing at the Manosphere, man. I'm just on a high, just positivity and love, man. You guys know how we do our thing, man. So let me see what y'all got going on here. BMT, I'm gonna drop this link for BMT to come up, because the one thing, and this is what I was telling BMT, and I was telling y'all, this is why I don't like my name being attached to no kind of title, because soon as the goofies come and mess it up, then you get lumped in with the goofies and all of that stuff, man. It's crazy. It's like, I was talking to BMT about that a while ago, man, how we, man, what's crazy, man? It's a pool. This hotel is really, really nice. First Avenue, that's the name of Princess Club. Not Princess Club, but that's where they filmed Purple Rain, right down the street. But this hotel is like cool, man. It's like a pool. I got a little balcony, but it's not a balcony. It's just a little railing. But I would leave it open, but it smelled like, you smell the chlorine. So it's like, but it's dope because it's an indoor pool. So they're down there swimming now. I was checking out, man. It was a big one down there, though. I heard the water go splash, and I looked, and yeah, she in there floating around, man. I wish I could show y'all. I wish I could show y'all, man. I'm up on the 4th floor, though. Yeah, they getting it, man. Oh, there's 2 men in there. Okay, they doing what they do, man. Do you, man. Do you, whatever it is you do. Let me read a couple of my super chats. Let me drop this link for BMT. And later on, man, we're going to talk about this, man, about the Blasian situation, man. It's like, it's I think it's the fastest growing multiracial thing going on. I didn't get hip till I went with El Guapo to Brazil to find out that the Japanese Brazilian thing is serious, man. It's a serious this for BMT, you guys. It's a serious deal with they've been mixing since 1908. So I did my research. Like I said today, like this wasn't supposed to be the thing. The thing was to be about her. I made a whole video about her and made it real dope. Wanted y'all to follow her channel and just really like support each other, man. It's not just the men I support women too. Anybody with a positive message, I try to support and help if I can. You know what I mean? But man, that's the thing, man. It's like I don't know what happened. I woke up and the message was, it wasn't disrespectful, but it was just like, it was crazy. And then when I saw the video, shout out to Jay Shard. When I saw the video, oh, there go Jay right there. Oh, he says she live right now. Okay, so yeah, man, I don't understand it, bro. You know what I mean? And the thing, what I do is, I have receipts for everything, man. I don't and that's what I'm talking about. It's like, you're supposed to be on my live, but you doing the live at the same time as my live. All right? God bless you. God bless you. Look at Jason Finch. Always about the Jason Finch. Did you see the intro, man? She thought I was a passport bro and thought she was she didn't say that I did it, but it felt kind of like she was talking about, it was kind of, she didn't say my name, so it's all good. Pop Smoke said I need to escape. Yeah, man, y'all got to get out, man. Y'all got to get out. But y'all, that's another thing too, man. I tell you guys all the time, man. It's like when a non-melanated person does something, he takes the hit. But when a melanated person does something, we all take the hit. So, now she was on something. Everybody's not but I be telling y'all everybody not a bar girl. What's EB said? What's up? I wish I could have been in Houston for the event, but I was just in Houston, San Antonio, Dallas, and just returned to Cartagena, Cali, meeting up with Coach Andre. That's what I'm talking about, man. Coach Andre, He did his thing, man. I'm telling you, man. El Guapo tore it down. El Guapo's mentor tore it down on Saturday. And then last up was the Blizzard King, did his thing. And then Sunday, Coach Clinician did his thing. Um, and Coach Andre, he got a standing ovation. Cause Dre, he's just like detailed with all his stuff, man. I did my little 5 minutes about Zoom trial about the what's the name. Since you young, this grown folks, way out with bars. Okay, let me see what y'all got here, man. So Jay Sharp, man, let me know what she. I hope. Let me see, because I did leave her a message, and I was like, I don't know what what the situation. Let me see if she even wrote me back. I don't know if she wrote back. But I was really, really trying to. I was campaigning for her, man. I want to see her do her thing, but she was like, I don't need a passport, bro. Yeah, she didn't write back. So it's all good, man. It is what it is, man. God bless her. I wish her the best, man. I hope her channel blows up. Yes, man. Frankie Beverly passed away today, man. Those are the things that if y'all that don't know, like, Frankie Beverly, some of y'all too young, man, but his songs are like national anthems for black people. You know what I mean? Before I Let Go is like a national anthem. When that song comes on at any cookout, any picnic, any event, any wedding, anything we have, man, Mays and Frankie Beverly do his thing. But, towards the end, at the last like 5-10 years, you could tell he was slowing down. Like he didn't really sound like himself for the last 10 years, but he was still up there doing his thing. Mr. E 1976 in the building, say smash the button like a passport payment. You dig? Let me see. Andrew say fucking STD. What are we talking about? Let me get to these super chat. Vernon, of course. Let me see. Leslie, of course. Let me see what we got here. Okay. Shout out to the new member, Jay. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Welcome to the Zoom tribe. Oh, man. Leslie Lynch, love you. Richie Mack and L, love you too. Leslie, man, I'm so close. I'm in Minneapolis, Minnesota. You in New York, man. I'm so close. So close. Oh, shit. BMT's in the bullpen, y'all. I'm going to read through these super chats. I'm going to bring up BMT. I'm going to tell you guys about BMT, too. Like, BMT, y'all don't know, BMT is one of the people that helped put me on when I first started doing Zoom to Thailand. But when it comes to doing interviews, BMT is way better than me. Like he's composed, he's cool. Like he be getting haters. He just BMT. I that's my dude, man. But BMT, we got beef with you. That's why I'm glad he my friend. BMT get mad at you, man. It's no good for anybody. Shout out to Leslie with the $10 holla. Les, I'm gonna come back later on and do the dancing, people. If y'all want that tonight, I usually do that on my Saturday night stream. This is Wednesday. I'm trying different stuff, y'all. See if y'all like stuff during the week, because I want to start doing one during the week and then one on the weekend to see if that works out. Especially since I'm in the Matrix, we're on the same time zone, basically. Shout out to Leslie Lynch, the godfather of the Zoom tribe. And of course, Vernon Howe. Vernon Howe always kicking in, always supporting, always there, man. Vernon, that was the only problem I got with you is I wish you would have been at the Manosphere, and you explained that you couldn't come for various reasons. Theo was expecting you. We were expecting you. But, brother, when you ready to come to Thailand, you already know. You're going to get the welcome mat, bro. So you ain't even got to sweat nothing different. It's going down and test me. You know what I mean? Test me and see if what I'm saying it really is. I promise you, I'm going to make sure I look out for you, for real. And I've announced the dates, the official dates for the Zoom Tribe and all of that stuff for the Zoom Tribe. For Zoom Fest 2024, you guys, it's going down. I just got a couple people with outstanding balances, man. Y'all got to pay y'all balances, man. You got to pay your balance. You know what I mean? I appreciate the deposit, but we got to finish it off, man, because I don't want y'all to say he ran off with my money and none of that. You got to pay your balance, man. You got to pay your balance. You dig? Mr. E 1976 comes in with the $5 holla. Here to the tip jar. Thanks for everything you do. Mr. E 1976 always says that, man. Richie Mack, stay pressing for it. I try to stay pressing forward, man. We stronger together, man. We are so much stronger together. That's what I try to tell you ninjas all the time, man. You get rogue ninjas that just want to just, you know, go against the grain and just make work so much harder for themselves. You know what I mean? The Lions, if y'all ever, man, I watch the what's the name stuff, man, all the time, man. You know, the apex predators, man, they hunt in groups. There's only a couple, like cheetahs, they hunt by themselves and they get their ass whipped by the lions every time. You know what I mean? You know, you got to be a bad boy to hunt by yourself. You know, like an alligator, he hunt by himself. But man, I'm just telling y'all, man, we work better together. We stronger together. Who is that, Mr. E? Oh, Mr. E, 1976. I read that, sir. I'm sorry. You know, I can't see nothing. Shout out to Grizzo. He's in the building. But I'm finna bring up my man BMT. We ain't did a collab together in a while, man. So this I'm excited about, man. This dude is like the OG to me. He's my OG in this YouTube space, man. And he gives me my props. I give him his props. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, BMT in the building. What up, BMT?
What's good? What's good, my man? What's good, man? We're talking about them Blasians. What's going on?
Man, dude, man, I'm so disappointed, man. I had this bloody, I don't know if y'all seen her, man, but Jay Shar and all them seen her, man. She's bad and really, really sweet, man. I don't know what went left, but she was like, you're a passport bro and the passport bro content and all that. And that's what I want to talk to you about, man, because
that's crazy. That's crazy.
When I think about passport bros, I think about you. To me, I know you said somebody else did something before you, but in my mind, you are the face, you're the originator, you're all of that stuff, man. I'm gonna give you the floor, man. What is it? How do you think it is now with the passport bro? Do you think like it's a term that's been oversaturated, or do you think it's something? Because I know you got the app. Make sure you guys get BMT's app. This dude, this is what I mean by how some people be hating. This dude is the first one that I know to have an app to help y'all ninjas to have a better way to go, and you can make money from the app. Like BMT done made it easy for y'all. But anyway, BMT, I'm gonna let you do your thing. Go on, bro.
Yeah, man. So it's a lot of loose definitions of the passport bros, but the way I coined it was it's brothers, you know, going overseas for better opportunities, basically. You know, traditional relationships is one of the, you know, parts of it, but it's just for a better lifestyle, a more relaxed lifestyle. Your American dollar goes a long way. You're leveraging your American dollar in order for you to spend more time doing what you want to do, and your passions, right, and your purpose and everything. And you dedicate more time to relationships, because we know in America you got to work 12, 14 hours a week and pay $4,000-$5,000 for rent and all that BS. So, you know, just guys looking for an easier lifestyle. And like I say, one of the things, the main thing that a lot of people, you know, point at is, you know, the most controversial part is the traditional relationships, because that's like a trigger word for women, because they feel like that means you're looking for women that are going to be put back in the kitchen and all that. And they look at that as like a step backwards. And they don't want you doing that. They want you to be, you know, they want everything to be equal. It's real crazy, you know, it is what it is, man. It just kind of comes with the controversy. One thing we got to understand, that anything with a masculine connotation right now in 2024 will be demonized. So it just won't just be passport bros. It'll be anything geared to be masculine, or let's just say something they feel like they're being left out of. Like if it was called Fruity Bros, they wouldn't have an issue with it at all. I'd be on Oprah tomorrow if it was called Fruity Bros, right?
Yeah, you know? but see, BMT though, but it's like, but it'd be a lot of dudes, man. You know, it'd be a lot of, you know, moist dudes, man, you know, doing that, man. I really see the dudes getting at you more than I do see what's in it. Shout out to Knack. I see Knack's in the building. I see and let me read Truly Trill too, because I left this up just to get this. He said, I'm 24, looking forward to investing internationally, show how powerful and intelligent black man can be. 24 years old. You hear that? BMT?
Yes, sir.
That means we still got hope, bro. We got a young brother, 24, trying to invest internationally, bro. You need to holler at me, man. I got some things going behind the scenes. Pause. I got to hit my pauses, and Knack is in the building. You better put them pauses in the right place, because, you know, Knack can get at you. But, yeah, man, Truly Trill, hit me up, Zoom to Thailand at gmail.com, man, if you're serious about making some moves, bro, because that's what we trying to do, man. We trying to make moves and do our thing. Appreciate it. So BMT, Where you at now? Do you want to say where you at?
Yeah, I'm in San Domingo right now. In the beautiful DR. Beautiful DR.
You know, I watched your thing. Y'all, but see, I mean, BMT feel like he be trolling sometimes. He be like, "This is the best place. That's the best place." I'm fit to press you right now, man, because you've been everywhere. You've been to Colombia. You've been to Brazil. You've been to Juca. You've been to Thailand. You've been to everywhere. Do you have an order? Top 3 in order?
Top 3 in order. Okay. Yes, I would say. Damn, this is so difficult because I like every country for different reasons, right?
Right.
But I would say just for me, my personal experience, it'll be Thailand to be number 1, all right? Because you can't discount safety and environment and cost of living, you know, and then the women are real cool and laid back as well. I would say Brazil number 2, DR number 3, Colombia number 4. That's what I would say.
Wow. Why does Colombia have such a low ranking, man? I've been everywhere but Colombia. Well, I'm not low ranking. I know because you're talking about the cream of the crop, but I'm saying what makes you pick Colombia 4? Because of the danger or what?
That's pretty much it, man. If they could make it more safe, like the issue with Colombia that I have, and I was just telling a friend of mine, I said if something goes left in Colombia, they just gonna discount it as I was out there tricking or some shit. Right. Anything happen, I can get kidnapped, robbed. You know, I could be minding my own business on the street. I get scoped or something like that. Because the 2 times I got close to getting scoped, it wasn't no situation where I was in a nightclub or I was with some sketchy girls from the street. I'm just minding my business, walking on the streets of Medellin. Right. They come up and they ask you, you know, some little chick asks you for some directions. You blow the joint in your face. They walk you right to a taxi. And they lead you to an ATM. Right. Damn. So luckily, I knew that approach because my boy who's been out there for like 5 years told me that, hey man, you got to be careful when people ask for directions out there, like, you know, especially if you're on the main streets or you kind of in a secluded street, because there are cases of, you know, people just jogging and then they're not finding them for 2-3 days and they find them later and all their accounts has been drained. They've been drugged, right, and took around from ATM to ATM, people putting all the money out. So that's why I say. I got to put Colombia down low, man, because, I mean, they got a lot of little schemes and scams out there, and they get away with it. You know,
that's my next question. That's my next question. But first of all, I got to give pushback to that because I heard that that's just basically Medellin. That's not all of Colombia, though, right? Is that fair?
True. They get you another way in other parts of Colombia.
They got a whole different twist for you, huh?
They got a whole different thing in Cali going on in Cali.
Okay.
But okay. Let me say this. Okay, if it's definitely about, you know, how you move. If you got you a little chick in the cut, you know, she's a professional doctor or a lawyer or a dentist or something, you probably ain't gonna have no issues. But just moving and shaking, like as a matter of fact, my boy wife just got robbed like 2 months ago, right in front of her building. And they came out, got her for her phone, and I guess whatever else she had. So it's just little things like that. We know that's not gonna really happen in Thailand for the most part.
For the most part, yeah. That's the beauty of it, and that's what brings me back to the Blasian conversation. So I
want to show a picture of my little Brazilian Japanese chick in Brazil, man. It's super thick.
What's up?
It's on my hard drive. I might find a picture. I don't know if I can pull it up though, but I might find.
And then you wrote in the comments that you had a picture of Lisa. You had a picture of Lisa. You said Lisa Wu.
No. I met Lisa Wu a couple of times. One time it was at like a networking event back in Atlanta. This was back in like the early mid 2000s, I think.
And she was doing the reality show. Yeah.
Yeah, and we used to have like these little networking events. I forgot the name of the networking event, but we had them like every other Tuesday of the month, or once every Tuesday of the month. And I met Lisa Wu again at, I think it was the premiere of a pilot episode called Atlanta Homicide. I had wrote an episode like the episode was a show called Atlanta Homicide, and she was there too. She's pretty, man. She was very pretty.
Man, let me tell you something.
But she got that game. But I mean, watch it though.
She grew up literally down the street. You know what I mean? Like literally, like down the street. She definitely got game. Like she got.
She's game. She's game up.
Game up.
Yeah, you're gonna have that bad to mess with Lisa Wu.
Lisa, let me tell you, man. Can you imagine? You seen her then. Imagine an 18-year-old Lisa Wu, and I'm 20. I'm literally driving down the street. I see her and her sister. I think I was between 18 and 20, and Lisa like a couple years younger than me. She has so much body, man. I seen how can a half Chinese girl be? She lost a lot of weight. She had
Is
body
that
now.
is that like the most beautiful mix? You think? I think that's the most beautiful exotic mix. I think, from what I can see,
Chinese and black or Asian and black?
Asian and black, Asian and black for sure. Bro. That's the most beautiful thing. I wish we had like a little country with a bunch of Blasians in it or something.
Well, that's what this is about. We're gonna have in about 10 years. You're gonna see a whole different like get down in Thailand and Blasian. You know, they saying that, I don't know if it's a rumor now. I keep hearing about the Japanese are paying brothers to come over there and impregnate women. I don't know if that's, I don't want to give false information, but I've heard that from several different sources that Japan is really like trying to get it popping over there with brothers. Now, is that true? If anybody in the chat can tell me if that's true or not, because I don't want to be giving no fake
I asked my boy Flight Madness, man. He's
Flight Madness. I seen you did a thing with him the other day.
Yeah. He said he got some. He said he talked to some of his Japanese boys, and he said he had heard any, they haven't heard anything, or he hasn't heard anything about that being true. But I got another partner out there that he's one of the musclehead dudes. He gets approached to do porn out there like on the regular. Uh-oh, did I freeze? And we were flowing too. I'm pretty streamed up. Did I freeze, Richie? Okay, hold on. I must have froze, man. Chat, am I frozen? Let me try to refresh this. Let me try.
Y'all there? BMT, you there?
Yeah, I'm back.
Is that the I don't know if this is the hotel Wi-Fi or what that is. That happened to me on Saturday. I mean, last week when I was in Houston, man. The stream went out and I was like, man, I'm cool. Didn't know that the stream was still going. The Flyboy way held me down, man. I didn't even know what was going on, man. So,
you didn't do a Shannon Sharp, did you?
Right, what did he do? What Shannon Sharp do?
Oh man, he was on live smashing. His phone. I guess he did it by mistake. His phone was live. He was smashing the chick in the background.
No, did they get it on tape?
No, it was just you just heard it because it was the camera was pointing down to the floor, so you just heard the floor. You heard him, clapping the cheeks. That was it.
I love it.
And I'm gonna say something real quick that was funny though. I met and I ain't trying to be prejudiced or sound racist or anything, guys, but I met a chick that was mixed. She was like white and Japanese. And she had like one Asian eye and one like regular eye. She was kind of pretty, but she just looked kind of weird. And I was just like, yeah.
Did you just say an Asian eye and a regular eye? Did you just say that, BMT?
That's what she had. Like, her dad was white and her mom was like Japanese. She was a little thick too. And I was just like, in my head, I'm just sitting here like, yeah, y'all better off mixing with the brothers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know what? In fairness,
y'all better off mixing with the brothers, man.
Yeah, in fairness, man, I'm not saying this because the last thing I do, I love everybody because there's good and bad in everybody.
Me too.
But I gotta say, man, it's like you can take a black person and mix it with anything on this earth, and it will come out Halle Berry or Karuchi, whatever it is it's gonna be, man. I mean, and they don't even have to be a good-looking black person. You know what I mean? It's like it's something about that gene. You know what I mean? Something about that gene, that melanated gene. I don't know, man. They took everything else from us, but you couldn't take away the melanin. You couldn't take away the gene, so we still got that, and we use it to our best advantage. If we can.
Yeah,
what was we on, BMT? We was in it for the
we was on the point. We talking about Blasians and everything. But it's interesting, man. Did you have a chance to read our article? Japanese women,
Which article?
The Japanese women make better wives. There's like a whole article in there.
The Jet article?
Yeah, it's
from 1950. Was it 1955? They put this out. That Jet article.
Yeah. It was a very interesting article. I might have it somewhere, but they was talking some stuff in there, man. It was like, wow, like this is going on in 1954. I thought it was kind of like, still kind of rocking pretty good, but it was an interesting article that they wrote. on why that on why the brothers was bringing back Japanese wives from the war.
BMT, that was 70 years ago.
Matter of fact,
still stands. Can you believe? So, what do you guys think in the chat, man? It's like, you know, I was talking about the rise of Blasian women, man, and just Blasians in general, you know, because we out there, man. We, you know, now that we running loose with passports, man. It's like Korea, Thailand, China. It's going down. It's definitely going down. But I think BMT has a point. I didn't think of it that way, BMT, but you might be right. The Black Asian mix might be the best mix. What do y'all think about that, man?
It's a nice mix. You should see them in Brazil, bro. They look nice.
Oh,
I don't know if I can share the article with you, man, but I have it right here.
Mm-hmm. You could probably send it to me, maybe. I don't know. I don't know
how. I can send you on WhatsApp, right?
Yeah, but would I be able to bring it up? Tiny Retires in the building. I see Tiny Retires in the building. Bro party with the Blasians travel versus. Oh man, come on, Ferengi. Man, why always gotta be some? I don't want to like zap them, but man, come on, y'all, with that old man Fugazi shit, man. What is it? I don't get it, man.
Yeah, you got a couple. I've been getting a lot of trolls lately too, man.
I don't get it, man. I just don't. I don't. Man, we over here minding our own business, just having fun, enjoying our lives, man. It's like I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Derek Wells said they pushing Colombia. Too many Blasians. But we're also talking about Lisa. Well, oh yeah, in full disclosure, I'm gonna let everybody. I did not smash Lisa. I did not smash. I tried. She did not. It's another dude from my neighborhood that did smash, but I did not smash. I was a little disappointed about that too, because she was caked up. I mean, she had so much body. Can you imagine like 18, 20-year-old Lisa? I mean, everything was perky and I mean, Lisa was bad, man. I give her that. She was bad. Lisa was. I mean, she's still beautiful, still a beautiful woman. But yeah, man, I took her to the crib thinking it was going down. She was like, nope.
Man,
What'd you say, BMT?
No, I was reading a little bit of the article. She was saying that, you know, they was calling their husbands master back then in Japan. It's just crazy.
Well, I know back then they used to walk behind their men in Japan. They used to do that. It was a subservient thing. I know they don't do that no more. Cortez Smith in the house putting it down. You know why Ask is in the building? Okay. That's real. The first of the names. Some of the most beautiful women I've seen is Black and Filipino and Black. But yeah, I am Alex said he didn't know that her was Black and Filipino. I've known Gabby since she was 10 years old. She's definitely Blasian. But just
who?
Her, the singer, her, the one right there on the picture over your head, her with the glasses.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I know when she was a kid, like, her dad is Black and her mom is Filipino. But technically, if you're on the Asian scale, Filipinos are considered Pacific Islanders. So technically, they're not Asian. But for ignorance sake, we just gonna call her Blasian because she's Filipino and Black. But yeah, so Azrael's in the building. Yeah, I've seen Black and Egyptian as well. Ooh, what does that look like? Tell me the mixes y'all have seen. Now, I'm going to tell you the most exotic mix I had, BMT, and she still looked good, too. She was she was Japanese and Mexican. Figure that one out. Y'all have seen Japanese and Mexican? And she had a nice little body on her, too. That was, man.
When you was in Brazil, did you see any, like, indigenous Brazilian women?
Not in Copacabana, I didn't. That's all I was. Remember, I was only there for a couple of days. I didn't get to go to your spot. I love the way BMT say Baja de Juca. I can't say it the way you say it, but
Baja de Juca.
Yeah. I love when he say it. I like it. I make him say it just to hear him say it. I like the way he say it.
But yeah, they got some women in Brazil, bro. That's like real dark skin, but with the Brazilian wavy hair. Nice bodies, like they got some super exotic. I think Brazil might be one of them places with the most exotic mixes, bro.
That's where, like, if you ask me, I ain't been to Colombia, but and that's another question I got about Colombia. If you ask me, pound for pound, women, you got to give it to Brazil because of the diversity you have in Brazil. Same thing. I heard what's names like that too. I think Argentina's like that too, but not like Brazil. You got the African with the indigenous with the European, and you smash that together, you got some. And now you got the Japanese in there. It's crazy. I tell people all the time, and you might agree with me, BMT. If Brazil had the safety of Thailand, it'd be a problem.
Yeah, that was yeah, man. If Colombia and South America in general had a little bit more safety, man, it would be, it would be something. But it's like I don't want to just shit on these countries, but yeah,
Well,
it's a problem.
but I got a question. Let me ask you a question. Why do you think, or don't you think, that the government or the police do anything about that? Because the more they let people get away with it, the more it's going to be encouraged. But I guess they don't care because brothers keep coming back, or is it because they don't care because brothers be over there like flexing on everybody, and they be like, all right, go and get yourself, you know what I mean? Why do you think that it persists?
Man, you seen that? I don't know if it was in Blow. It was in one of those big Hollywood movies. I think it was in Blow. On that scene where they was going to Colombia, and he said, Colombia has the most beautiful women, but the most craziest men. I don't know if it was in Blow or what, but like after I left Colombia, I was like, damn, that little quote was right. Because when I first got there, I didn't think I'm like, oh, it's not that bad. Everybody's cool and everything. But Colombia has a real interesting dynamic, right? And I tell people to be careful about dating equilibriums. I just make this word dating equilibrium, but what I mean by that is you want to be a place where the women, no diddy, kind of be on the same level as the men based on attraction, right? The issue with Colombia is you got a whole bunch of beautiful ass women, interesting dynamic, but the men might not be on the same level as attractiveness. So those men got to do more. They got to provide more. They got to make more money. They got to be hands to the cartels and everything to be able to attract that beautiful woman from other guys, right? Whereas in the DR, I can tell you right now, you approach a Dominican woman in the DR, you ain't gonna have no issues because the Dominican men, they doing their thing with the Sankey Panky, the Dominican lover boys, they on the same equal level to a certain degree. So in Colombia, it's not, those guys, they willing to chop off heads and do other things to get that money, right? So that's what it is about Colombia, man. It's just the women are just so gorgeous that they willing to go do leaps and bounds on a criminal activity in order to put themselves in a position where they can attract these beautiful women.
So you don't think it's because Americans be out there flossing and flexing?
I mean, it's that too. You definitely don't want to put your wealth in people's face. I mean, you just got to move in a certain type of way in Colombia. It's really important because I got guys that's been out there for 17 years and haven't had really an incident. Like, of course, you don't wear jewelry. You don't be too loud. You don't bring too much attention to you. You kind of try to stay low key as much as possible and validate whoever you bring to your home. Make sure she has a good job or a career girl or something like that. That's what helped more so in Colombia. But Colombia is kind of dangerous, man. Real talk. Like even here, like amongst Dominicans, they just be like, yeah, Colombia cool, Medellin is cool, but you gotta watch your ass out there. Like it's known amongst the Latin community that Colombia kind of off the chain.
Okay, now tell me this about you. You're I hear you. You're talking fine, but you're frozen right now. You look like
I'm frozen. Yeah, I look crazy as hell.
You look like you like what? You know what I mean? But it's all good. I can hear you. You can hear me because I can just keep my question. First, I got to read what Time and Retired say. There are a lot of Blasians and kids in Thailand. They just in the province. Grandma, you ain't seen them. Yeah, Time and Retire got a Blasian, 2 Blasians actually. Shout out to Time and Retire. Time to retire. What do you think? What do you think within 10 years Thailand gonna look like with the Blasians, or just period, like with brothers moving around, traveling abroad, and doing what they do? How long before Thailand becomes melanated? That's the best way to put it. What do you think about that, Tyler? I want to hear what you got to say. MF Doom, that's a super villain. MF Doom, I like, man. MF Doom, what do you say? Black and white mix ain't always popping. Stop the cap. I mean, it's if you put 200 biracial black and white people, I guarantee you 190 of them gonna be attractive. That's what I say. It's rare that you see that gene pool go backwards. I mean, going in a bad direction. I ain't really seen. I mean, I'm sure it can happen, but I ain't really seen it. So shout out to MF Doom. He say stop the cap. Azrael say he's saying black and Egyptian. That sounds like an exotic mix. Black and Egyptian, yo. What is going on with that? But in terms of the Blasian, the Blasian stuff, you guys. It's so exotic because the cultures are so different. When you get Black and Spanish, it's like the cultures are kind of close, but Asian and Black cultures, like, it seems like polar opposite culture. I think that's why it works so well. What does Travel King say? Did you guys know most of the women that you're dating in Thailand, the brown skin sisters of Thailand, are actually a mixture of black tribes and the invader tribes? See, that's why I'm gonna have L take a what's the name? Because they don't know, man. They like we were, like, you know, oh, I'm Black or I'm all this, and then you check that DNA test and you find out all kind of clues to your DNA. So yeah, I agree. Because when I was in up in Chiang Mai or Chiang Rai, we went to visit the long neck tribe. There's this thing that they put the rings in their neck, and their neck be like 8-9 inches long, and they was pretty indigenous, man. You know what I mean? But that's anywhere you go, even in Australia. Like, you know, they got the Aborigines, man. It's indigenous everywhere you go, but they was kind of like pushing them out. You know what I mean? Ooh, Dirty D say Black and Persian. Ooh, my first wife was Persian. Persians, some classy women, man, and they usually get better as they usually age better as they get older. Sometimes the mama be finer than the daughter, man. They just age well. They're classy women. But yeah, man, I've seen some Black Persians for sure. What do you guys think the best mix is? Coach Lamont say Black and Arab. That's a nice mix. But like I said, anything you put with Black, it usually just comes out. Most of the time, it comes out, you know, A1. You know why I say I got 3 Blasian sons, half Khmer and Black. Ooh, you see what I'm saying? She got boys though, so you know, I wonder how they doing. See, that's another thing too, man. You know, in my opinion, you know why I say I'm wrong. In my opinion, in Asia, the women do better than the men in a lot of ways. I could be wrong. I'm just saying, in my opinion, like. You know, I usually see the women that take care of the parents and the kids. Usually, I'm not saying I don't know a lot of Asian men that like verify that. So I don't want y'all to be saying I'm capping. I'm just saying what it looked like from where I'm at. Travel King said the Filipino ones we see in the common lands are actually mulattoes. They're a mixture of Black tribes and invaders. Bloodline Travel King's on them invaders, huh? Yeah, the invaders. What do we? Is that what we call them, the invaders? What was the word we have for them? We used to call them the what's it then? No, it wasn't the invaders. Something like the invaders. Not the conquerors. The Tribal Kings. You gotta let me know what it is, man. Cortez say Black and Arab undefeated. Ooh. Let me see. I seen the Blazers in Thailand and the Philippines, and they was looking real busted. What? Just because they Asian mix don't make them beautiful. They got some. Well, you can't say like everybody everywhere is gonna be good, but I tell you one thing: if it's up to me, I will take a biracial chick over any straight race chick. In my opinion, you mix Black with anything. And I my money's on that. You know, that's just me. Don't get me wrong. I love everybody, but I like exotic. I like some shit that walk out the sand in slow motion and shake their hair, and ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing going nowhere. Ain't nothing falling. You know what I mean? That's just my thing. I'm really in the hair, man. I love that pretty silky hair. I do. That's my weakness. Argentina has no diversity. Jimmy said no diversity. I thought they got mixed in there. I've never been to Argentina. I thought it's pretty mixed. Alex say Japanese and Mexican. Yeah, man. Noah Ochi. Yes, sir. Black and Mexican. Traveling, that's what's up. Are you ready to talk crazy? Nah, I'm banging in the closet. I zoomed. Oh, you guys is Paula, aka Demisha, man. What's up with all the fugaziness, man? It's that time, man. It's that time. Paul, I'm gonna let you rock, man. I don't mind being funny. Just don't be disrespectful, man. Just have fun. Have fun. Do what you do, man. Cortez say Zoom is right, man. I'm not usually right, man. I usually don't spit nothing wrong. Listen, you know. This guy, okay, Japan does want babies. See, I heard that, but I wasn't sure. Oh, BMT say, can you drop the link again? I was wondering, BMT, I thought you was mad at me. Drop the link for BMT. Travis, what's up? Say they're confused. They live in America or almost other country that's influenced by America. Juice to squeeze 30 years. Is that the same Juice? Juice is coming to Zoom Fest. Is that you, Juice? Because I got a dude named Juice. Thailand is already melanated. Oh, okay. 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 What up, Derek? Fowler in the building. What's going on, brother? Black and Filipino or not. That's another thing too, you guys. You got sometimes you guys be having unrealistic expectations, man. Don't get me wrong. Thais to me are like black people. They come in every shape, size, and color. But when y'all come to Asia looking for women that look African, that's like me going to Africa looking for Japanese Thai women. It don't work like that. Like you're gonna get generally what's there. You're gonna get a few outliers, but y'all be like, man, where the black ones at? I'm like, nigga, we in Thailand, man. Derek in the building. Let me get the super chat. Y'all, can I put the dancing lady? Y'all ready for the dancing ladies? Can I do the dancing ladies now, man? I don't want to get demonetized. Over the street in the building, no question, no comment, just the pure love of the game. If y'all want to see the what's the name ladies in this, man, let me, because it's Wednesday, so I'm trying to do a different type of program, man. If y'all if we just keeping it in intellectual, we good. BMT is back, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to BMT.
What's good? What's good, man? Hey, they do have African women in Bangkok though. They got some stunners in Bangkok.
You said African women?
Some East African women in Bangkok, yeah.
I've seen some, but they only usually the ones that's hanging out, you know what I mean, on the avenue.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't seen none like in a professional, quote unquote, professional setting.
Well, if you go to, I don't know if you've been to Club Sugar, but you'll see some Ethiopians, in there.
Hey, that's one of the spots we going for Zone Fest, man. What you know about Sugar, BMT?
It's a nice little spot, man.
And you know what BMT said? BMT said, I heard you too, BMT. When he went to Bangkok, BMT be trolling though. BMT and Chocolate Man, y'all gotta watch. They be trolling sometimes. BMT, you said you like Bangkok better than Pattaya. Is that were you trolling or did you mean that? Or are you up in the air?
Yeah. No, I do like Bangkok a little bit better than Pattaya. I like it a little bit better, man. Because I like the fact I can just date women from more from around the world. You know what I mean? You get the Ethiopian women, the East African women, the European women, the sisters from London. Like when I met a sister from London, man, with that accent, I was like, oh yeah. See, I pay with her little Apple Pay looking all classy. I'm like, oh yeah, the accent. I was like, oh yeah, I need this in my life. So Bangkok was cool.
Huh?
Yeah, that little London accent that the sisters be having, yeah, that's nice.
It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing, bro.
Yes, sir.
Do you this is a question I got Colombia. Well, not just Colombia, to me. I mean, to you, because you've hit all four. I've only hit in the DR. We ain't got into the DR yet. The thing about Colombian women, like I have an Airbnb, man, at my house in LA, and this Colombian family stayed, and it was a husband, a wife, I think 2 kids, and the sister of the wife or the sister of the husband. She was single by herself. When they checked out, man, she left a pair of her panties there for me, man. Them pennies, I said, oh man, it was like
you're gonna go crazy when you go to Colombia, bro.
That's what I'm saying. So that's why I'm getting to this, man. Who are okay? We got your favorite countries, but I want to know who are the most beautiful and who are the sexiest. There's a difference between sexy and beautiful. Put him on the spot, y'all.
The most beautiful, I would say Colombian women.
Ooh.
The most sexy because of the the Brazilian Portuguese, I would say probably Brazilian women because they can turn you on by just talking to you. You don't even be knowing what they be saying, but it be sounding so sexy. So I gotta say, get out of the Brazilian women all day. And then we all know about the, how Brazilian women get down. So I would definitely go with Brazil. But the prettiest women that I've seen definitely going to be in Colombia because you got all types of beautiful exotic women. I have a friend of mine. She's mixed. She's indigenous and Afro-Colombian. Even though she considers herself black, she look like a typical black chick. And she was just like, Aaron, race issues in this country are a little bit more complicated. They're kind of complicated because, our families are intermixed, basically. So you'll have a cousin that's more white Colombian, and you'll have me, or that grandfather said But she said when the Spanish came, they smashed everything moving.
Right.
Basically, like
Right.
she said, when the she didn't call them colonizers. She said when the Spanish people came.
That's what the word I was looking for. Colonizers. Yep.
Yeah, she said when they came, because her mom's indigenous Colombian, like so she's like the red skinned Colombian, the real Colombian, basically. And she was like, they just came, they just smashed everything moving and just mixed everything up. So it's like we don't know who to be mad at, we don't know who to point fingers at. Everybody, we go to our family reunion, everybody's a mix. Everything is mixed. You know, even though they got large populations of blacks on the coast out there, the costeños and all that, it's still kind of like you got people that are light skinned like you who would not consider themselves to be black. That's why the race thing is kind of complicated, right? You just be like, yeah, because I'm looking at a black man, but he's like, oh no, me no black man, me this. I'm like, I'm costeño. I'm like, okay, bro, you ain't black.
Well, BMT, I gotta push back. DR do the same damn thing. Don't act like DR don't do that.
Yeah, DR does that, but they look at it more like, they about nationality here. Like it's the same thing. They more about nationality. When you say black, that's kind of like synonymous with being Haitian or something like that. But
right.
You know what the crazy part is though? When you actually hear everybody be chilling, man. Like ain't nobody be on that BS. Everybody trying to get their money. San Domingo's, it's a cool little laid back city, man. It's like I would say like Miami, maybe in the 50s or something, 60s or something.
Santo Domingo is laid back. Have you ever driven to Santo Domingo? You know how crazy it is driving over there?
I don't drive, bro. Like it's crazy. The part is like if I do go somewhere, it's gonna be like after the traffic, like after 6 or 7 and before 7 in the morning. That's the only time I ever drive in San Domingo. But like besides the traffic, it's pretty laid back, bro. The whole island is pretty laid back, to be honest with you.
So your favorite place is Santo Domingo and DR?
Yeah. For right now, because I like the fact that it has like the city vibe, and I'm in a real good area. I was about to say something. I'm in a real good area. I'm in a real good area.
That makes a difference.
Yeah, I'm in a good area, man. So the San Domingo is cool. It's definitely not Medellin. It's not Cartagena. It's not Rio de Janeiro, or Rio de Janeiro. It's not none of that. But it's cool. It's cool. I enjoy living here. Some people be like, "Nah, man, this ain't for me," and I totally understand it. But it's cool.
So since you've been to the Mount Rushmore of traveling, which is Colombia, Brazil, Thailand, and the DR. If they said BMT, you got to sit your ass down and you can't go nowhere for 5 years, where would it be and why?
Oh my goodness, that's difficult, bro. God damn, that's super hard, man. That would be hard as hell.
I gotta put you on the spot, BMT.
That would be hard as hell, bro. Man, for 5 years, that means I have to get married or something. Damn, bro. It would have to be. It have to be Thailand, bro.
Damn.
It have to be Thailand, yeah. It'll be hard, man, because I feel like this is more my flavor, my cup of tea. You know what I'm saying? I like being around people that look like me. I like blending in. I feel like a little bit more socially. I mean, we feel accepted out there in Thailand. Thai people are dope as hell, but here, like I do feel like being Black American, you definitely socially accepted here. Like they don't mind bringing you home to the family at all. As a matter of fact, you probably meet the family on the first goddamn day.
Damn.
I went on a date with a chick a couple of weeks ago, man, and her family just happened to pop up on the date. She was like, "Oh, it was so fake too." I was just like, "Oh, your family just happened to be here." Like, "Oh, hey, mom. Oh, I didn't know they were gonna be here, Aaron." Yeah. So here it's more. This is a dope little country. To be honest with you, bro, I would say that if you are looking for something solid, like a good wife and a good little family, little unit structure or something, you'll be socially accepted. I would say DR and Colombia is one of them. Those are the two best options for a lot of guys, in my opinion.
Okay, but I notice now I'm noticing a pattern. So you like the big city in these countries? You like Bangkok? You like Santo Domingo?
I'm from Atlanta. I'm like the city of Atlanta. I'm like the city part.
Mm.
Like I can see downtown from our backyard. So I'm one of them city guys. People say, Georgia country, but I'm from Atlanta.
Right. You from the
like,
OG. You from the Freaknik Atlanta.
Yeah, I'm from Southwest Atlanta. Like I open up the door and Freaknik right outside on the street right there. Boom, there you go.
Ooh, you
I
kind
don't
of.
know. I don't know if you heard my little Freaknik story, but I saw my first naked woman when I was like 13. At Freaknik.
Yeah, you had to been about 13, 14 when Freaknik was popping, right?
Yeah. We were, me and my little brother and a couple of his little friends. We walk on the street, bro. It's like right there, right outside of the strip.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember it was like 6 of us off one little small Budweiser can of Budweiser that a Mexican gave to us, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was a Mexican with a little trench coat.
Mm-hmm.
And then, man, we saw this chick dancing on the back of a pickup truck.
Mm-hmm.
And she was just butt ass naked, bro, with like a little snake on her neck or something. We was like, whoa. Like,
damn.
That was my first.
Nothing but a snake. She was naked and wearing nothing but a snake, huh?
Yeah. On the back of like a little Nissan pickup truck.
Wow.
That was my little first. Yeah, it'd be like 12 or 13, something like that.
Damn. Yeah, I know you was there, man. Y'all don't understand, man. Y'all never been to Atlanta. Like he knows because he's from there, but y'all don't understand. Atlanta that's now is nothing like the Atlanta it was in like the 90s, man. Atlanta was like
Man, I be trying to tell guys that say that they bring all the LGBT stuff, and I'm like, bro, we didn't have none of that when I was growing up in Atlanta. Like we don't know nothing about that. Like that wasn't even a thing. But now, since it's a transplant city, I give you a prime example: the Falcons game Sunday. It was more Pittsburgh Steelers fans in the dome than it was Atlanta Falcon fans.
really.
It's a total transplant city, bro.
Yeah, it's totally different. Yeah.
It's not like most people that grew up in Atlanta live in like McDonough or DeKalb County or some shit. Like we don't even live in Fulton County no more.
Because of the traffic, man. Well, traffic is everywhere, but I loved Atlanta, bro. I mean, that was the first time I seen black people together. Like it was some real shit. I seen this in the 90s, man. I seen it. Like I was there, yo. It was dope. And then it is, man. I mean, shout out to New York. I love y'all, but y'all city slickers, man, came to Atlanta and kind of tripped it out a little bit. Am I wrong, BMT?
Man, they start buying the women houses and shit, sending them to college and all types of stuff, man. Like, come on, bro.
Man.
Yeah, they start, spending millions in the strip club. They were doing all types of stuff, man. They turned Atlanta out for sure.
Yeah, they did, man. Atlanta. Could you live back in Atlanta?
Nah, man. Nah, bro. I was telling a partner of mine today, I was like, man, I wouldn't even know how to like, because I'm so used to hearing Spanish and different languages, and I don't even know how to like, it's not a culture shock going back home, but it just be like, you know what I mean?
Here, like I've been this is like a ponytail. It's behind me. This is in the past.
Man, bro.
I get you.
It's nothing like, and this, it's nothing like people watching overseas, bro. Mm-hmm. Like what's boring to us in the States is so exciting for us overseas. Like when we go out, I go to the zonal colonial area. That's like a little it's not a park, but it's kind of like, a little area where people just frequent. It's restaurants and little bars and stuff. Mm-hmm. And you just sit back, have a cigar, some marijuana, and just people watch and just talk while they play dominoes and everything. The music playing. It's a vibe. It's a cultural vibe. Everybody's outside. Mm-hmm. People performing. It's like, I guess you want to say, like, I don't know what y'all have in California that would be the equivalent of a Central Park or a little 5 Points in Atlanta for us. I don't know what they have in Cali. Do y'all got something in Cali like everybody kind of on the weekends and kick it?
LA's so stressed out. The only thing I could think of would be like Venice Beach.
Okay, so yeah, something like that. But Venice Beach is culture. It's like a vibe. You go out there and just kind of people watch, right? You see all the beautiful women and stuff. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, but it doesn't hit like it used to hit, right?
Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's everything. Plus, it's just so expensive in LA. It was pretty expensive in Atlanta too. Let me get these super chats real quick. Derek Fowler hit me with the 1999 holla. Damn, I missed your interview. I was in flight. Hit to LA. Hit to LA. What you mean? Hit me when you get to LA? Is that what you're saying, Derek? Let me know. That's my brother, man. Thank you so much for the support. Always supporting, man. BMT, do you get people that like, man, just always consistently support, man? It's like those kind of people that, man, the Vernon Howes, the Derek Fowles, the people that just come and just support, because they don't know, man, BMT, they don't know the struggle, man. They really don't. They don't know how much work it is to do what we do, man. You know what I mean? Especially, how I'll be editing and going crazy. They just don't understand it, man. They think you just wake up and do shit. It's like, nah, I took this whole that little 10-minute thing took me 11 hours to get that thing together.
Yeah, that's crazy. She backed out like that. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, but I'm not. I mean, I understand. She sounded like emotional, man. I can tell. She did tell me she had an experience with another YouTuber. I'm not gonna say his name. She had an experience with another YouTuber that wasn't really. But I'm like, no, I'm not like that. I'm professional. I'm cool. But when I put up the community tab, she didn't like it. I was like, yo, we're gonna ask her some questions. Y'all get to shoot y'all shot. You know what I mean? And I guess she took that as, I think she's a bar girl, man. And it was disappointing, man, because something that we could have talked through that one, but but yeah, man, I was coming to pump her up, but she, I get it. See, what a lot of women don't understand is that they do understand, but they might pretend they don't understand. It's a male-dominated space. So if you're a pretty woman, you could win. All you got to do is just not talk shit about men, and you could just be pretty and do your thing, and people are gonna follow you. You know what I mean? But she's like, oh my God, I'm getting all these DMs and messages, and I don't like none of y'all. She didn't say that, but she said something similar to that. And it's like, that's coming with the territory, baby. You know what I mean? It's like a woman walking around with big titties going, oh my God, everybody's looking at my titties. Baby, you got big titties. What are you going to do about it?
It's funny because me and a female, I don't want to say her name, but a female YouTuber, we started on YouTube around the same time. We was equal, right? It was like sub-wise was equal. Man, she started wearing bikinis, and it was like, boom, 100,000 subs, 150,000 subs now. Now she's like one of the biggest YouTubers. All she did was just throwing a bikini out there, and I was just like, well,
That's all you got it. That's the cheat code, man. That body's the cheat code. Do I know her, BMT? Do I know her? Or no?
She's like a Colombian content creator. I'm pretty sure you've seen some of her videos and everything. Okay. But then I saw when I tried to interview her, she was just like, yeah, I wish I never did that. I wish I never wore a bikini. But in her next video, she got a bikini on again. And I'm just sitting here like, okay, like make it make sense. But in their eyes, it's just like they feel like they shouldn't have to do that, but they do it, and they just mad at people for. This is real confusing, man. You know how they. It's an
oxymoron, man, because they fight. They mad because the blessing that they have. If it wasn't for that blessing, they wouldn't have the things they have. So they mad about it. They toiling with themselves. You know what I mean? Because
man, beauty costs. People pay for beauty, bro. It is what it is. Just like a nice Ferrari, you want to see it. Look how much it costs. It's people like to see nice looking things. Not to call them a thing, but I'm just saying in general.
Yeah, men are visual, man. But they know that. Like men are visual, and that's why women, what they mess up is. You got a short window of opportunity with your youth. You know what I mean? Because every year it's a new batch of young, beautiful women coming, and your shelf life isn't going to be that long. And if you play yourself, you're going to outdo your shelf life, and then you're just going to be out there struggling. You know what I mean? I don't know.
And you know what, Richie? I know you experienced this, man. Being, we both older gentlemen, seeing the girls you went to school with, like around the same age, and you just be like, damn, baby. Like our shelf life, where they like to admit to it or not, it's just a little bit longer on the dating market. You know what I mean? Like some of the women, I'm just like, I can't even show you off no more. I used to be, like, use my little baddest chick. I used to show off to the fellas. Now I can't even show you off no more. Like you,
BMT.
Like, they start cracking in they like late 30s. They start cracking, bro.
Well, in fairness to them, man, they give birth to human beings. So they go.
Some of these women ain't even had kids though. It's crazy.
A life preserver, BMT. I'm trying to throw a life preserver.
It's crazy, man. But I mean, I don't want to get too controversial on your show, but it's interesting to see girls that, and this always happens. I don't care. It will happen to you guys too at some point. They reach back out.
You talking about black women because they age pretty well.
I'm talking about women in general.
Okay.
Not so how they, but more so to reach back out. Like, man, like I dated her when she was 24, 25. Of course, it didn't work out. She faded it, brother. And now she's 43 trying to come back. Oh, I really, you was a soul tie, messed up. I should have. It's just like, yo, you think I want you now? Like, you in your 40s now. Like, we broke up in the 20s. Like, I don't, you and been with 50 guys since then. I don't want you no more, baby.
Yeah, you done. She belongs to the streets. But here's the crazy part, BMT. Right. So part of the reason I came back to the Matrix, number one, was for the Black Minister Conclave. BMT, you got to go next year, bro. You got to.
Man, let me get an invite, brother. I'll pull up.
I'm giving you an invite. You know what I mean? It's like, dude, it's all up when you see the love and just the how everybody, all brothers, is just all cool on one accord, man. It's nothing like it, man. The only thing I remember close to was like the Million Man March. Now, obviously, it wasn't a million people there, but I'm saying it was just like so cool. The whole vibe, the everything, man, was just dope. But I was gonna say this, BMT, is like another reason why I came out here is because my high school reunion is this month. So I'm gonna be going to that, man, and I know it's gonna be crazy. You know,
they're gonna attack you. They're gonna be like, hold up.
Yeah, they mad at me, man. That's what I hear, man. Some of them are mad at me because I'm sure there's another way out. Yeah, I don't understand that, man. If women found something, and if they said, girl, you could go to Jamaica, and the man don't care how many kids you got, and he gonna cook for you and clean for you and take care of you, I'd be like, girl, you better get that. You better rush that. I would be encouraging them. But
I asked a woman, a good friend of mine, and I asked her, she knows all about the passport, bro. She knows, and I asked her, I said, why you think women are so triggered? Is because we, choose women from overseas or because of the men leaving? And she was just like, women prefer imbalance, whether they like to admit to or not. They prefer an imbalance in the dating market, meaning they always want to be able to have a selection of so-called men they can kind of just pick out the orbit, like,
right.
Oh, let me just see what Aaron doing. I know his ass ain't doing nothing. He ain't got no woman. Hey, Aaron, boom, here, big head. Oh, wretched. And when you take these guys and say go elsewhere, it's like they have a selection to choose from.
So it's about them. And it's all about them. Better life.
No, it's they want to be able to kind of party, throw that thing around a little bit, and then say, oh, I'm tired now. Let me go grab this dude real quick. I know his ass ain't got nothing because boom. So
yeah, that's sad, man. But it's too late now. The word is out. People like BMT done put the word out and let y'all know, man, what's going on. And BMT did this on a fluke. BMT, can I tell you a little fluke story, BMT? Because I listen to everything you say. BMT got the traveling sitting on the back of a damn bus. Am I lying, BMT?
Oh yeah, my angel, bro. Yeah, my angel. Yeah.
On a bus.
My little car blew up on me. Blew up in front of the rent office and shit. I had a couple cars blew up on me.
Right.
And I had to ride the bus, and my little angel sat there. It's funny because there's other seats that were open. You know how brothers are. We hate when people sit beside us. So I'm just like, man, what's this old man sitting beside me for? And he told me to get my passport, man. He told me to get my passport.
And we've been moving it forward. We've been paying it forward ever since, man.
Yeah. I mean, in this global world, the world's going global. Dating is going global now, man. Hey, it is what it is. It is what it is.
It is, man. But no, brothers have never been on this type of level in terms of traveling in the history of since slavery. Ain't nobody brothers travel like they're traveling now, in my opinion. Like Barack Obama said in his speech a couple of weeks ago, he said, we're starting to travel to places that our parents could have never imagined.
Man, that's bro. Did you go to Christ Redeemer when you was in Brazil?
I did. Yeah. I did.
Did you take the little ride up?
I don't remember how I got up there. I really don't. I got video of me being up there, but I remember I didn't do the gliding. I didn't do the gliding off of it, but I don't remember
Okay.
how I got up there. Did I walk up there? Can you walk up there? I can't remember.
Nah, you can either drive up there or you can like ride a little train, I guess you want to say up there.
Okay, we must have drove. They must have drove us up there because I did. That's right. I had a driver. I know. I didn't have the tram or whatever. Wow. What were you getting at with that?
It just that was my first time or second time, but my first time really overseas. And I remember on the little train that we was on, I was looking at all the jungles and everything. And I remember it just kind of dawning on me like, damn, some of my ancestors ain't never, ever even left Georgia, bro. You know, like they haven't left Georgia, Alabama, Florida. They haven't even left the South. Here I'm in a whole nother country, thousands of miles away, 2,000 miles away. You know, so
yeah,
that's just crazy, man.
Yeah, when Barack said that, we don't even, because we take it for granted. Just like I tell my daughters, it's like, you know, y'all take it for granted because you was born into a black president. You know what I mean? We ran that all our life. It's just Tuesday for y'all. It's a whole different thing, man. What does Jay say? $5 holler. What's happening, Mac Daddy Rich? How much more time do we have before tickets for Zoom Fest? And I haven't renewed my passport yet. Jay, you got to do that right away. The problem with Zoom Fest is that the tickets are going to go up because the hotels are going to go up. Planes are going to go up. So I'm just telling you guys, man, it's like it ain't on me. I'm trying to tell y'all. That's why I've been telling y'all since the beginning of the year to get it in where you fit in, so I could like make sure you get the most bang for your buck, because December is peak season in Thailand and everybody's going to be there. It's going to be super crowded and it's going to be expensive. It's going to be 3 times the cost of what it was when I told you guys in January. So I'm just letting y'all know. You know what I mean? Get it in, man. BMT, you know what I'm gonna do? Well, here's the thing. I got to ask you about that maybe offline. It's like the reason why, because people be like, it's too much, da 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 da. It's like, dude, we got to price the Pookies out of the game. You know what I mean? It's like, plus you're gonna get the best of the best, but we also got to make it where, it can't be Spirit Airlines when we do Zoom Fest, bro. You know what I mean? It got to be a certain clientele of people that we bring in, because there's a certain clientele of people that don't like to be with the other clientele of people. They don't. They'll pay more just to not have to be with that element. So it's like that's why.
Facts.
We're
Facts.
So it's like, and I screen people for Zoom Fest, man. We do a consultation, I make sure that they of the right ilk, and if they not, I'll just give them their money back. You know what I mean? Because we ain't
that's facts.
Yeah, ain't trying. It's real. That's why people move to better neighborhoods, because they priced the Pookies out of the game. You can't move over here. You know what I mean? You can drive by if you want to, but the police they're gonna need to know what for. So it's like, it's not that it makes anybody better than anybody, but it's the necessary thing you have to do to separate yourself from the BS, man. Have you flown Spirit Airlines, bro?
Yes, I've flown Spirit Airlines.
I flew to Jamaica, bro, before I knew this was 5 years ago, before it became really ratchet. I was mad that they hit you with the upcharge. It's only $79 each way, but they don't tell you got to pay $50 for each luggage. Your carry-on you got to pay for, so they just nickel and dime you up. The only way to win on Southwest, what is it? What is it? Spirit is if you ain't bringing nothing with you, you just got a direct flight somewhere, you just trying to get there. You can win that way, but you still risking a fight that can break out. Anything that can happen, man, at Spirit, bro. It's like, so I don't want that Spirit Airlines type of crowd. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's what I call it. You know what I mean? So yeah. Yeah, man. BMT, shoot, man. We've been rocking for about. I'm a land. I don't know. I don't usually do the weeknight, so it's like this is a new thing that I like doing this, man, because I'm got a chance to talk to you. I miss you, bro, man. I can't wait to see you. I'm either do I got to come to DR? Or you coming to Thailand?
No, I'll be back in Thailand soon, somewhat soon. But I'm a hide from all the effery though out there. I'm gonna duck off on it.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's like I'm doing an episode called "I Miss COVID."
Oh man, those are the times. I got there right towards the end of COVID, and it was like a ghost town still.
It was so cool.
It was nice.
It
was nice.
No thing. But as soon as that's the thing, man, is like Kevin Sammy said, as soon as there's too many black people somewhere, there's a low level of violence that could happen at any time.
Man, I try. It's this movie. What's Robert Townsend? You probably seen this movie. It was back in the day. They were all in the military. It was David Allen Greer.
Soldier Story.
Soldier Story.
Mhm.
And the sergeant said the realest thing ever. He said one bad Negro can mess up the whole thing.
It's
You
sad.
know,
It's sad.
one bad, and I tried my best when I was out there to point certain people out, be like, "Yo, get him out of here! Like, don't have him around." You know, definitely don't have him around me because I know how much one janky pookie can just destroy a whole positive energy, positive vibe. Because we were vibing out there, it was real positive, It's still positive, but
It's still positive. It's just that, you know, and the thing about it is I'll take the hit for that. They're like, you the one that, like, you know, told everybody about Thailand. They're coming out here because of you. I'm like, nah. I'm telling good people to come out, people that deserve it. So, you know, but you can't. The only thing that can stop the pookies is the immigration. So, you know, hopefully, you know, they'll do something stupid enough to get themselves put in a situation they can't get out of, man. It's just like Suge Knight, man. Suge was doing so much stuff. He did good stuff in the hood too, but he was doing so much goofy shit that eventually either he was gonna get stopped or he stopped himself. He stopped himself. You know what I mean? He couldn't stop. You know what I mean? So it's crazy, man. So yeah, I'm gonna get on back to this episode, man. Y'all got anything? So let me Jay, let me see. I read that. Okay, I read Jay's already. Y'all got any questions for BMT? Y'all got any questions about how Blasians were made? I did a whole thing in the beginning explaining the breakdown of. Did you see a BMT? The breakdown of Brazilians and Colombia. I mean, in Brazilian. I mean, Japanese in Brazil.
It's a beautiful mix, my man.
I didn't get that, man. Come on, man. I was on the everything else. I didn't even know. I just found this out about this mix, and they've been there for 100 years, 120 years, man.
Brazilian Japanese.
Yep. I didn't see. I didn't run into any.
Oh my goodness. I was rocking with one for a little minute. She was nice, man. Nice body.
Mm-hmm. Look at Time to Retire. Time to Retire. Say Westwood and the beaches in Cali. But MT, you know Time to Retire, don't you?
Oh, for sure. Shout out to Time to Retire.
Time to Retire is the OG, man. He's the O. He's the O. So Juice said, let's get 10 more likes. Can I get some likes in here? Yeah, I don't know what the likes look like. I don't know. What it is. Let me see. I don't know what it is. How do I know the likes? BMT, I don't know none of that stuff. I don't know enough. What did Jay Shar say? She's still a little young, rich, and negative influence do exist. Everyone is not a fan. What does that mean, Jay Shar? He says, Jay Shar says she's still a little young, rich, and negative influence do exist. Everyone is not a fan. What does that mean? Not a fan of me? I don't know what that means.
I gotta check her channel out. I know, you know, that's the first time I've seen her, but
yeah,
you know,
I mean, I think she's great. I'm subscribed. You know what I mean? I think she's great. You know what I mean? And it's all love, man. I'm not tripping. I know that that's some trauma that had nothing to do with me. You know what I mean? Whatever it was, they ain't got nothing to do with me. So I'm like, you know.
Man, it's just funny, bro, because I don't want the passport bros to be so controversial, bro. Like I didn't think, bro, it's been times I'm listening to just random podcasts. It's just my fault.
It's your fault. You are the face, BMT.
There's been times I'm listening to random podcasts, bro. And like a few days ago, it was a guy doing a random podcast. He talking to some females, and he all of a sudden he just like, you know what? Y'all better not hope I become a passport bro. I'm about to become a passport bro and go overseas and get my woman because y'all girls tripping. And I'm sitting here like, damn, I'm like, we weren't even having that conversation. Like, like it's on everybody's mind for some reason, even academics. I did a show today about DJ academics, and he's supposed to be talking about Jeannie Mai and Jeezy. And before he got to that part, he was just like, yeah, and you passport bros, y'all going over to Colombia, y'all doing this, y'all doing that. Same thing with what's the sister name? Leslie Grace. She's on the Breakfast Club. Totally irrelevant subject. And she's like, yeah, and I see y'all passport bros. Y'all think y'all and I just be like, well, you know, like, what we got to do with this right here, man? Like, we just, for some reason, it just triggers people's, you know, emotions. Like, they get upset, women and men. And I don't, for the life of me, I don't know why it's an issue that preferably brothers are traveling the world. We know we got white passport bros, Asian passport bros, but I think it's the bro at the end that really upsets people. Even though you got passport sis out here, you got, you know, the passport James, passport Brass. It's the passport bro thing that's really just tickling people's little feathers, man. They getting their pennies in a bunch about us, and I just don't understand for the life of me really why. Is it the black orientation behind it? Is that it? Or is it just a masculine thing? I have no idea why, but it is what it is. It seems like it's going to be here to stay because it went past viral. It's been years now. It's still
you said it on your screen. You said it went past viral.
Right, it's still in the lexicon. You know, it's good, but at the same time, just like, damn, like we were doing our own thing in our own little sector of YouTube. As a matter of fact, these academics are just like, yeah, it's a whole little YouTube. This is a whole little section of YouTube of this passport bro stuff. And I'm just like,
what's he doing? He's in his own. I mean, he's making his money, but he's stuck into the matrix. He's plugged in. Ezra said, "When's Zoom Fest, man? It's this year, but I don't give any specifics because you got to keep the bad people away, man. So only people that will know the actual dates and where the events are going to be are people that are signed up, that are paid members, man. So that just keeps the bad people away." Look at Time to Retire. Say, I got 3 blazing kids. They look amazing. Time to Retire. You want to come up for I come down for I land this plane, man? Time to Retire be having a bit. But when Time to Retire had him on a couple weeks ago, I'd be like, Time to Retire, how you doing? He'd be like, 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 4 seconds, 6, 7, 8 seconds. Oh, I'm good. I'm like, nigga, what kind of delay do you got on your phone? I know. Go take a piss and come back. Then I'll get my answer, man. What's going on with that? Time to Retire. Okay, 158 like 166 in the building. Okay, we up there with the light. That's cool.
What you mad?
Let me see. BMT, like people that possess and randomly attack passport bros. It's like people get possessed. I know, right? Dave Archer in the building. My brother. Love Dave. That's my brother. I'll be back soon, Dave. We're going to get it in. RC Styles, yeah, because later it means, what's up with all this ladyboy shit they talking about, man? What's going on? What's going on with all the ladyboy stuff, man? What are y'all doing, man?
That's what they always mention that about Thailand, though. They always be throwing that up there, man. About Thailand, the ladyboys and everything.
You're right, man. It's ladyboys. Y'all don't need to come, man. You're right. Yeah, don't waste your time, bro.
Every country has its own little
man, let them say what they say, bro. I love it.
Colombia's dangerous. Thailand got ladyboys. DR got scammers. Brazil got I don't know nothing negative about Brazil, but people always say little negative things. Brazil is dangerous, shit like that.
Yeah, right. But yet at home in the Matrix, you walk outside and get your cat peeled. You can't even go to the. They just had a nut, man. It seemed like, am I lying, or do they have like a little pop off thing? It seemed like every week. They say some dudes on the freeway popping people, man. I don't know how y'all do it, man. I don't know how y'all do it. Yeah. What does Brett say? Blasians are cool, beautiful people. I myself have Blasians, but I digress. Beautiful kids had to have the shotgun. Anyway, I appreciate all the knowledge drop. Education is always great. Thanks, Brett Curtis. See, people like Brett Curtis, man. That's all we want. We want Brett Curtis type people. Oh, you good? Why don't y'all find somewhere else? Curtis. Yeah, man. We don't want Spirit Airlines. We want Brett Curtis. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is. Adam Jimenez in the building. J-Lock said,
but that's a good thing about Thailand, or Richie. I don't think you get a lot of that crowd for the most. Like most of that crowd is going to be in Sasua and Cartagena.
But you know why? There's only one reason why.
The distance.
That's it. That's the only thing that saves us is the distance. Because if ninjas could get there and spread that cancer over there, they would, man. It's like a cancer. They will spread.
Hey! When I saw them Bloods walking on Calle Diaz in Colombia, I was like, "Oh Lord, it's over with."
Bloods in Colombia. J-Lock, what did you say, bro? Yeah, see my comments in the chat. No, I don't, J-Lock. What did you say? Say it again. Write it again, J-Lock. I don't know what you said, brother. I missed it. I'm absorbing all this game from BMT. Adam Jimenez says, "What up, though? I appreciate the information." Yeah, man. You trust me, you guys. You want to get your advice from people that's on the soil, man. Don't take advice from people sitting in the back of their truck or people just, in their basement jerking off, man. You want somebody that's boots on the ground that can really help you do what it do, man. BMT is an OG in my book, and I respect this dude highly. I ain't never seen him do nothing to nobody except have an app. BMT, I don't understand it, man. I understand it. Shout out to Drew. What does Drew say? Salute Zoom and BET. Big boxing and MMA weekend here in Las Vegas. Swing through Zoom if you got time. Drew, I'm in shout out to Drew. I'm in Minneapolis right now, but I am gonna come to Vegas because I got a friend of mine that I need to go see. So I will be in Vegas at some point before I leave, Drew. We should do another meetup, bro.
Shout out to Drew.
Yeah, man. We had a little meetup in Vegas, man. It was great, man. Just met, it's like 7 or 8 of us, man. Just cool, just in Vegas. My guy got me a nice room. I don't know what happened to him, man. I hope he's okay. He used to tap in every week, and he just fell off the radar, man. So I'm praying, hoping he's good. Yeah, these niggas is all these little fake ass profiles. It's time to start sniping some of these Negroes, man.
Get them on up out of here, Richie. Get them on up out of here.
You know it's crazy, man. The little demons just start circling around, man. We just talking about positive stuff, and the demons just start.
I think our space is just growing, man. Everybody's growing. You at like what 113 now. You know, I'm about to hit 30K. Like we just growing. And
it's going slow, man. I gotta admit, man, my shit has come to a complete like it's really like stop. Like
you freeze up again? I don't know if I'm frozen. Richie frozen right now. Am I frozen, chat? I don't know if I need to click out or what. Can y'all hear me? Okay, Richie froze. Okay. I just stay. Stay tuned. Okay, yeah. So yeah, of course we we're growing in this space. People getting, you're gonna attract more trolls and everything. Said Richie looks high frozen. Yeah, man. But shout out to the chat. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I know it's just, what is it, Wednesday night right now? Late night, doing a late night stream. So much the BMT show. Yeah, we in here, man. We are in here, fam. We're gonna wait till Richie get back, and I just host the show till my man get back.
At least yours work. I'm looking at. I think it's the hotel. I think if you've been on for so long, it automatically kicks you off. Is that what happened?
Yeah, you had just froze for a second. Mm-hmm. Yeah, froze for a second.
Mm-hmm. But come back.
Yeah, man.
I see J Lock back there, but I don't know who that is. J Lock, you need to show your face, bro. That was for time to retire. But if you got some good positive stuff to say, J Lock, we can get it in, man.
There's been a lot of better going there, but there's been a lot of changes about the visa situation out there too, hasn't it? I keep seeing different little news articles about the visas out there, the visas.
He said J Lock say he know he don't troll. You know J Lock?
I don't know J Lock, no.
Oh, he said BMT knows I don't troll.
Where's that? I don't know who J Lock is.
I gotta have a camera though, bro.
I do. Oh, he changed his name. I know the picture, but he changed his name to J Lock.
Okay. I don't troll. Just want to say something. All right, J Lock. I'm gonna let you do this, man.
Let me grab my charger real quick, Richie.
All right. J Lock, don't make me feel bad for doing this, man. J Lock, don't do me dirty. What up, J Lock?
What's up, brother? BMT and brother Zone. Hey, I'm not a troll, man. I'm 30 years old, man. I'm not gonna do that to y'all. All I gotta say is I want to tell you in the chat. I came across a mixed Korean Mexican chick.
Ooh.
In my driver, and dude, she was drop dead gorgeous, man. And the saddest thing is, I was on a party. The saddest thing about it was, she was like, "I like you, but I can't date you because my parents is like, they are strictly beyond like not dating no black guys. They wasn't allowed to accept say anything about a black person. That's what she told me. So ever since then, I was like, kind of broke my heart, kind of broke my spirit. So I laid off.
Where was this at?
That's all. This was in Chicago. I was in Chicago. I live in Chicago. I was born and raised in Chicago, man.
Oh man, Jay, I'm in Chicago. I'm in Minneapolis. I just left Chicago yesterday.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna be back on Friday though.
Yeah, I live out west side. I live out
Okay.
in Austin neighborhood. Yeah, I'm in the west side. So
You in the Wild Wild West?
yeah, I'm in the Wild West, man. I'm not gonna tell you, dude. And
Yeah.
yeah, man. She was like, you know what Prosser is at? Prosser High School is at?
Nah, man. I only know the South Side and I don't even know that well because mom's got me up out of there when I was young. I went to LA, but wait. So you said you met a Korean Mexican, and she said she can't mess with you because you black, but yet she's mixed her damn self.
She was her parents. You know how it is in Chicago, man, with the Mexicans.
Oh yeah.
Come on, man. Come on. It wasn't her. It was her parents.
Mm-hmm.
Her parents was kind of like they integrate. They put that mindset, mind control on their kids, especially daughters, on top of stuff like that. They don't want their daughters to be like, they was real strict on them, on especially what type of person they was dating, especially what race they was. So they was playing that.
That's crazy.
I wouldn't be mad at him. Shit, I do the same thing with my daughters. Goddamn.
I think that might be a Chicago thing. If you were in LA, you'd be fine. If you
what up, Azrael?
Hey, what's going on, man? What's going on, Zoom?
What up, Azrael? What's good with you, my brother?
Hey, man, I'm chilling, BMT. I hope all is well with you and J-Lock. I just came back from Japan 2 weeks ago. I loved it. It was, boy, Asia is different. It's just, it's especially if you got something going for yourself. And I've been studying Japanese since May, and my teacher's Korean too, and she's been teaching me. And like, you want to talk about a culture shock? Like, I knew about certain things, but when you talk about, for example, in Thailand, right? I know Japan is probably more safer than Thailand, but I can resonate when you talk about the safety, right? Because I've seen people in Japan, like you can leave your bike out and not have it locked. You don't have to chain it up. I've heard of stories where what happened is funny is because I took my uncle out there. Me and my uncle met this guy. He's from Australia. The night before he was supposed to meet us, but he came late. But what happened was the night before he left his wallet and his belongings in an arcade, and literally the next day it was there. Like so he left. Imagine you're somewhere in, for example, in New York, and you leave something in an arcade shop in Times Square, and then you come back the next day and it's there. Like that is unreal. There've been situations where I've been out. My uncle will be sitting on the train seat, and there will be a woman sitting next to him, and she'll see me and say, "Well, would you like the seat?" And I'm like, "No, it's fine. It's good." She's like, "No, I insist. Like, take the seat." That happened to me 2 or 3 times there for the 2 weeks I was there. I never, ever. I'm from New York. I never experienced that in my life. I've traveled to a lot of places, but I've never. Now there's some cordial people in Europe too, as well, but I've never seen the deference. There's a kind of deference that women have in Asia that's totally different, and in South America too a little bit too. But it was one time like I was about to get on a seat, and I was moving out of the way, and it was an older lady that thought I was going to go to the seat, and she was offering the seat. I'm like, no, I'm fine. Like, I'm like, that seat is for you. Like, she thought I was trying to go get the seat, but what I was trying to do is move out the way so that other people can come off the bus. But it's like, for the mere fact, this woman's old enough to be my grandmother, and she's like, "Oh no, you can sit here if you want," right? It just shows you, like, and when I was there, and then I'll be listening to like the YouTube panels and stuff like that, and I could hear the disdain that a lot of the sisters have for these dudes on the panel. And then it was like, damn, like, women in America, especially with black women, I don't really think they like men like that, man. Like, because
not at all, brother. They don't like men at all. You just gotta admit it now.
Admit that. Like, it's something different. And I make
something in the water.
Yeah, but I've made great friends out there. I mean, for the mere fact, there was times where I was at a vending machine and I was having difficulty putting the money in, and a group of girls, beautiful, just walked up to me and was like, "Oh, would you do you need some help?" And they took the money out of my hand and was asking, "Oh, they one of the girls said, 'Oh, wait, let me help him real quick.'" And they were like, "Okay," and they all stood there and waited for her. She got the drink. She took the money out of my hand, bought the drink and gave it to me in my hand. I'd never experienced it in my life. I'm telling you. And it's not just the woman. The men are respectful too. Like me and my uncle and another dude we were with, we it looked like we were lost, but we were just talking like across from the train station. And Japanese guy walked by us, it's a crowded place. He comes back out of the train station and he holds up his phone and he says, it says on the thing, do you need any help? Right? So mind you, here's the thing, only 30% of Japanese people speak English in Japan. So he literally took out his translator app, came out of the train and said, hey, do you guys need any help? My goal is to move there. I'm already learning. Like I'm telling you, like I was saying in the chat, I'm gonna take my uncle to Thailand next year, ideally, probably around the same time in August. Hopefully, it's not monsoon or typhoon stuff. Because in Asia, like when it's hot, like it sweats and it can get real. Depends on what kind of person you are. But maybe like maybe like September, late August ish. But it's just. I could never go back to dealing with a woman that will even dare look me wrong. Like I'd rather just learn my Japanese. I'm not saying that I wouldn't date here in America still, but my goal is to bounce and be over there.
How old are you? How old are you, Azrael?
I just turned 30 in July.
Oh yeah, you a baby. Yeah, you got so much time. I'm glad you're doing this now. Time to retire. Keep trying to time to retire. What's up with your computer, man? He keeps trying to pop in the pause. He's trying to pop in the back screen, but he keep coming in and leaving. Shout out to Gail at night. Gail's in the building. What up, Gail? I love it, man. When I see Gail in the house, man, I get a different sense.
I know Gail too. Gail, cool people. No, Gail.
Gail is the oracle. You understand me? You gotta show that woman some respect. Ivan the Hustler say, very nice. I know you guys on down the chat. Just wanted to acknowledge your presence at Gail. Yeah, man. Gail is the oracle. Yeah, but Azrael, like it's so funny when you explain that. When you tell that to people, nobody's really gonna believe. They're gonna think you just make it. They're gonna think you selling dreams.
Facts. Like unfortunately, and that whole thing of let me tell you something. I got a lot of white friends from all over. I got white friends from Australia. I got white friends in South America, Europe, and whatnot. But if you learn the language, if you as a black dude go there to an Asian country and another white dude go there, he doesn't know the language, but you know it well, you're going to outdo. You're gonna outdo the average white guy. Just because he's white doesn't mean that it's just like, oh, like he's just gonna scoop up every single Asian woman. No, that's not even the slightest thing. Because if you know the language, people are like, okay, wow. First of all, once you go outside of Tokyo, meaning outside of the major city areas, they're going to be, you're basically in the coastal area or the countryside. There's going to be, they probably never seen a black person before. And people have said that about China. So the fact that you're a black person they've never seen before, and then you're speaking Japanese, that alone intrigues people. So
he's right.
Yeah,
I do. And guess what, Azrael? I've been studying Japan since 2011. I wanted to go, but it was complications. Back in the day with my family members, that was some bull crap. But I'm gonna tell you something. Japanese are very respectful and very conservative over there, and they're very private people. Whatever you like, say for instance, you going through something or something like that, you got an issue, they won't bother you at all. If they see they mind their business over there, they don't bother you over there. They very keep them to themselves.
Yeah, and
guess what? They're very patient people too. They're very patient. It takes a lot of bull crap to get them mad like that. They talk about behind your back, but they won't talk crap in front of your face.
Yeah, people talk about they say it's fake niceness, but I say this: I'm from New York. The fact that someone will hold the door for me, or like they will be like, "Oh, I'm offering you a seat," that will turn my New York cold heart warm. Like that will thaw me out. Like for the fact that it's like the kindness and the hospitality. And my uncle, he's from actually from LA, but he's Jamaican, but he's actually from K-Town too. But he met a guy that's Japanese, and he was a pilot over there, and he offered us for dinner, him and his girlfriend, and like it was nothing. We didn't have to pay out of pocket or anything, and it's just because of the fact that he drove him to the airport to LAX. And now I have that connection with him. So he said whenever if I want to try to get an apartment out there, because it's really hard to get an apartment, you have to have like a guarantee and a couple other stuff. But he said he's gonna help me, and he has a real estate company. So it's like, trust me, the whole thing of they don't like. I hear people say, I'll say something like, "Oh, you should go to this part of Asia or that part," and people are like, "Oh, they don't like black people there." I just laugh in my head like, you don't know, like you get so much love. I feel more love. No, like I hear people say it. But I get more love outside of the country than I do in. I have more friends internationally than I do in America.
And you're 30 years old. You're 30 years old, so that's only going to expand even more. I'm so happy for you, young brother. Let me read this because AJ dropped bars. I was in a hotel elevator in Japan. Dude walked in, bowed to me, got off the elevator before me, turned around, bowed, and held it till the elevator closed. Damn.
They do that a lot. They bow for everything. Literally, you'll say, for example, they'll see you walk in, like let's say there's two people going in the bathroom at the same time. They'll stop themselves, and I will say like dozo, which is dozo in Japanese mean here you go, right ahead. And it'll be old. It don't matter if it's an older person. It don't matter if it's a younger person. They'll bow their head and be like, okay, arigato gozaimasu, which is like thank you, right? It's all about, even in the culture, there's a formal and informal way of saying thank you and thank you very much. The culture is all about politeness. It's literally, I've seen women, I'm coming from like a ramen shop or getting stuff from a 7-Eleven, and I've seen women 2:00 in the morning riding their bike home. That you will never see that in New York, ever. I'm from Brooklyn. You will never. Women are nervous to go past midnight. They want to go catch an Uber. You'll never see that in New York. And to me, yeah, it's not a perfect country and it has its faults, but honestly, you can't beat it. And then on top of the fact, the bathrooms in the train stations are more cleaner than a lot of restaurants in New York.
Oh yeah, they clean savvy over there, dude. They take cleanliness very seriously over there in Japan, dude. Yeah.
And they take respect. That's the thing. What we're missing, and that's what South Asia has. And Tan Retires on here. Tan Retire is my Thailand OG. We from the same soil, same age, but he's been on Thailand before any of us could spell Thailand. He's been going there since the early 2000s. Got half Thai kids. Built a house out there, so he's the OG. If he could get his internet to work, though.
Hey, Rich, I got to head on out, brother. But appreciate you bringing me on the panel, bro.
Brother, I appreciate you, bro. Thanks for coming on. We're gonna do it again soon, okay?
Okay, bet.
Salute,
right,
BNT.
Salute, panel. Peace, time retired. Azrael. Peace, guys.
Salute to the OG BMT, man. That's my dude, man. Y'all can't tell me nothing bad about BMT. That's my guy. Time to retire. What's going on, brother? See what I'm saying about time to retire? Take like 8 seconds.
He's so wrong. He's so wrong, man.
I really thought he was frozen for a sec.
No, that's what he's saying. He gonna respond in like 2 minutes. Yeah, man, I'm good. How are you? Kenny People say I'm late. I'm late, Kenny People. Ron Saluki, you want to come up? Ron Saluki, I didn't get to see him when he was in Thailand. Children are taught to hold their heads up at the crosswalk. Once a car stops across the street, the kids bow below 45 cents as a way of saying thank you and respect. That's what I'm telling you, man. That's what Asia has over everybody. It's just plain, simple respect. Man, the security guard, when I literally, because I got a motorbike and I got a car in Thailand, right? I'm on my motorbike coming. The security jump up, salute, stand like, I mean, it's almost, it don't seem real, man. Oh shit, biscuit brisket.
You know what I do love about Japan too, and this is why to me when people say, "Oh, America's the greatest country on earth," it's like you haven't been nowhere.
No, it ain't.
Because it's like the fact that when I was going to what's called Enoshima Island, right, and it's like near the coast. And on a lot of days, you have to go there early to get to certain places before it closes at 5 o'clock. And sometimes it take you 2 hours to get there. And I would see these young kids. These kids were no older than 4 or 5, maybe 6, walking to school back and forth. Imagine a kid walking through like the LA Metro or the MTA in NYC, and just walking by themselves at 5 years old. You'd be like, "Yo, where's your parents?"
Yeah,
like that's normal there because people are not being kidnapped. You see kids playing late out at night.
The crime is low over there, dude. The crime is low. Also, they don't have no obesity rate over there. Obese, they take exercise seriously, like every day. Like they take it like as a lifestyle.
I agree. And
they live longer. They live longer than anybody on the earth. The Japanese live the longest.
Yeah. It's like 4% obesity rate over there. It's crazy because it's a first world country, yet they have a 4% obesity rate. That's, I mean, outside, like I maybe seen maybe 1 to 3 people that were like obese in terms of actually women, and then one of them, the other maybe like 1 to 3 that else I saw were like sumo wrestlers. That's the only fat people you don't really see.
That's it, and that's how it is. Because they don't overindulge in stuff. But yeah, man. So I'm proud of you, Ezra, being 30 years old and making that move. It's the best movie I'll ever make, bro. You know what I mean? And if you coming from New York, from Brooklyn, you can acclimate yourself anywhere and be cool. You know what I mean? So you're good, man. Time to retire, man. You got your thing ready? 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I think we up. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you, bro. How you doing, man? The time to retire is the OG. Biscuit Brisket want to know where the white people at. You know, Biscuit Brisket, I don't know what to tell you, man. I mean, you know, we do what we can, man. If you want to cam up, Biscuit Brisket, you can. We know you're white, so come on up here. That's my guy, man. That's literally my boxing trainer. Like literally, like he's the funniest dude in the world, and will beat your ass. So what's up? Time to retire. So the topic of tonight was the Asians, man. The Asians, and you are contributing to that pool of Blasian kids. How many Blasians you got?
3.
3 Blasians. And when did you get into the Asian world?
2 girls and 1 boy. I've been in Thailand since 2004. You know, I started coming in 03.
And now how's everything, man? You liking it better there? Or you missed the Matrix? I'm in the Matrix right now.
Oh man, I don't even think about the Matrix if I don't have to. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
When last have you been back since you moved
it out
back?
here? Huh?
Have you been back since you moved back?
No, I've been here 2 years now.
I
haven't gone back.
Are you going back at all anytime?
Maybe, you know, if something dictates I need to be out there. But you know, I have grandkids and everything in the States, so you know, graduations and stuff like that will be coming up eventually. So maybe for something like that, God forbid funerals or something, you know. But other than that, just as a friendly vacation trip back to the Matrix, nah.
That is not gonna happen. I got you, bro.
Happen.
I am tripping
Too
on
many other places to see, bro. Every time I look at the news, it's tragedies everywhere. School shootings, you know, murders, robbery, everywhere, all the time, man. I'm done with that.
You heard about, on another note, you heard about Frankie Beverly, I'm sure. You know, bad news.
I did.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. It was actually my daughter's birthday. He passed on my daughter's birthday, man, on the 10th. So, yeah.
See, Azrael, you too young probably to know, man. But you know,
I know Beverly in the Maze. Yeah, I know.
But when you,
that was the best concert I ever been to in my life, man.
Really?
Yeah.
You got James Earl Jones.
Yeah, James Earl Jones, all in 1 week. Fat Man Scoop, James Earl Jones, and May and Frankie Beverly.
Rich Homie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Rich
Homie
Frankie
Beverly and Natalie Cole together, man. She opened up for Frankie. She had just came back from her. You know, she had went through something for a minute.
Yeah. Cortez.
Yeah.
It was more than 3. It was more than 3. It was James Earl Jones, Mays, Rich Homie Quan, and Fat Man Scoop. And y'all seen Fat Man Scoop? He just tipped over right on stage, man. You seen the whole thing.
Yeah, you know what?
That's why you got to take care of your health, brothers. Like for real, like you know.
They don't take no. Actually, I forgot. Beat King died. Beat King.
Oh, yeah, Beat King. That was like 2 weeks ago, though, right? So we talking it last week, but you're right. You want to count this in 2 weeks? Yeah, it's been crazy, man. Tomorrow's not promised to nobody.
That's why.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say this, not to cut you off, but that's why I say to people like, hey, man, outside of just even dealing with the women, like we unfortunately we have the shortest life expectancy as men, as black men. Like if we live to 75, that's a good life, right? The average is 70. So my thing is, if you can, why don't since life is so short, might as well travel or see if you can relocate and just live a more peaceful life. You may extend your years longer. You might, instead of living to 70 trying to work in the rat race, you could be living until 90 somewhere in Phuket or Pattaya. You know what I mean?
For real, man. You're absolutely right about that, bro. Hey, time to retire, man. You gotta remember, man. This crazy thing is, man, we on the other side of the clock, bro. It don't feel like it don't feel like it, but we on the other side of the clock, man. So it's like
we're in the fourth quarter. Yeah.
Right. Almost fourth quarter. Yep. You know what I say? 0 to 20 is the first quarter, 20 to 40 is the second quarter, 40 to 60 is the third quarter, and 60 to 80 is the fourth quarter. So yeah, we rounding that turn, bro. It's crazy, man. It's crazy how fast.
And especially out here, man, healthcare is so cheap, inexpensive. It's easy to go get a whole medical workup out here for under $200. All your blood work, cancer screening, cholesterol, chest x-ray, the whole nine for under $200. No reason for you not to know. Because if your blood work comes back wrong, if the numbers don't coincide, that means something's wrong. You can catch it ahead of time. You know what I mean?
$200.
No reason to be over here and not be up on your health, man. It's that's no.
Yeah, there's no excuse. He's right, you guys. It's like there's really no excuse, But I'm just amazed at how much weight you lost, bro. You look great, man. Your face is all skinny and shit. How much weight did you lose?
I lost about probably 45 pounds.
Damn. I wish I could lose 20 pounds.
Right, fighting weight.
I see you look. I seen it. That's what's up, man. But you guys, man, I'm about to burn.
And it wasn't even so much no big diet or nothing, Richie Mac. Just the food is so much healthier out here, bro. It's going once you get out here, it's gonna start coming off anyway, unless you're in Burger King, McDonald's, Pizza Hut. But if you eat the food here, the Thai cuisine, and it's gonna come off anyway because everything is organic. You don't have all the growth hormones and all that shit in there. You can walk a lot out here. You know what I mean? The weather's good all the time, man. It's gonna come off anyway. You
can literally walk it off. You're right about that.
Yeah, I wasn't running 10 miles a day and all that shit. I just was eating good, man, eating right. And I did an intermittent fasting where you only eat between certain time periods, and that shit worked like a clock, man.
It's called discipline.
Yeah, discipline.
When you look at a fat person like me, then nigga is lacking discipline. I mean, that's really what it is.
I mean, well, you're not fat. You're just, trust me. Because it's funny. My mom is my mom first time she went down south, right to Florida. It was like, damn, I didn't know people could be this big. Like, you know what I mean? Because she's from Jamaica, but she's like, damn, like I didn't know people could be this like overweight, crazy. Because there's regular fat in the north, like up like New York, Jersey, and Philly, and then down south is like a different.
It's a Mississippi fat, yeah, man. They get real big.
Yeah,
I just had jerk chicken in Chicago. J-Lock, will you you still there, J-Lock?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm still here.
J-Lock, who got the best food in the country?
Chicago.
All day, bro.
Chicago, pizza, deep dish pizzas, all that stuff like that, man.
I'm gonna say New Orleans.
Nah. You need to call. Hey, Hey man, you need to come. All right,
J-Lock, let me get him. I'm gonna tell you why y'all wrong. Because New Orleans is number 2, and I'm gonna tell you why New Orleans is number 2. Because New Orleans only got a certain style of food. You're gonna get the crawfish, you're gonna get the catfish, you're gonna get the po' boys. But Chicago doing the pizza. Chicago, where they got jerk chicken in New Orleans? I ain't never had jerk chicken in New Orleans. I ain't never had deep
pizza, hot pizza, Chicago style hot dogs,
French cuisine, Italian, all that's big in New Orleans. Yeah.
You know, I might have to agree with.
And I've been to Chicago
because they have one of the biggest food festivals they have is in Chicago.
They just had it. It's called the Taste. They just had it.
Taste Chicago, yep.
Yeah,
hot. Yep, Chicago hot dogs, Chicago pizza, all that stuff like that, man. Better than New York. Better than New York.
New York is number 3. Don't get me wrong. New York got good food, and Cali number 4.
Where would you rank Atlanta? Where would you rank Atlanta food in Atlanta? No,
hell no.
Atlanta's not it because they tried to do a chicken and waffles out there Gladys night, and it just wasn't hitting. So, in fairness, I ain't been to a lot of spots, but I'm talking about when you can do like Chicago. Another thing too, time to retire about Chicago. You can go to any hole in the wall spot anywhere, and the food gonna be good. I'm not saying it's healthy, but it's gonna be good.
You forgot about Uncle Remus.
Uncle Remus, yeah. I gotta go see. That's on the west side, ain't it?
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, let me see. Yeah. Okay, Juice.
Out there, Chicago. What's the guy? It's a black guy that's got famous for his fried chicken in
Harold's. You talking about Harold's?
Harold's chicken.
Yeah.
Harold's is cool. But that's just like because that's just the home chicken spot. But when you talk about deep dish pizza, I just had one 2 days ago.
Pizza good. Yeah. Pizza. Only thing I'm gonna say about New Orleans is like maybe Mexican is not well compared to like California.
Well, that's where we get everybody because Chicago ain't as good as Cali either. We got y'all. San Diego and LA got the Mexican food.
That's I ain't gonna lie. I go to LA. I was in San Francisco in July, but like, I go to LA like every year, at least once or twice a year. But bro, like I stay there for 1 week. I was in because you can eat tacos for like $1, 5 tacos for like $3, and like I put on like almost 10 pounds in 1 week.
Yeah, it's crazy. Hey, J-Lock, what's the spot you just said? I got my list and I don't see it there. What did you just say?
Uncle Remus.
Yeah, Uncle Remus. Is that pizza?
No, Uncle Remus supposed to be a fried chicken spot. Unless they ain't out there no more.
Yeah. Uncle Remus. Yeah. Because it's on the west side, so I wouldn't know.
You gonna have to give me a list too, J-Lock. Maybe I'm sorry. I was gonna say this. I love Chicago, but I just need a reason to go there. You know what I mean? To do stuff.
Right.
That's the person I am. Like I like to go to different parts.
Yeah, I'm trying to get out this motherfucker. Yeah. I try to go to Tennessee. Shit, I try to go in the South.
Damn. Let me see. West side. Here. So Uncle Remus is like the. You know, you said you had Harold's time to retire. Uncle Remus is like the west side version of Harold. So Harold's got the south side, and Remus got the west side.
You got, yep. And Azrael, did you went to Japan? Did you went to the Japanese Dollar Tree down there?
The Japanese, you said what?
Japanese Dollar Tree.
The Don Quixote. You talking
Don Quixote? They got everything in that goddamn fucking dollar. Everything, the dollar down there. Drinks, alcohol, all that stuff like that. Gum, bug spray, scandals. And then of course it's gonna be cheaper. But me, you got your passport too, so you can show them as a discount.
Exactly.
That's 50% off right there. That's a whole steal. Exactly. You walk off goddamn everything out that store with that thing. In that store, man.
Because the dollar's like 150 to 1, so like you'll be buying, like you could buy ramen literally. When I live in New York, the ramen shops here are cool, but they'd be like $20. Over there, some of the best ramen you could get is like $5 or $6. Yep. And like I already know a couple 2 to 3 spots that I know when I move there, I'm gonna try to make sure I'm in vicinity of them spots because you have your.
I know you gonna be because they got everything on there. Umbrellas for like $1, $3.
They have, and then what's crazy is how like it's almost similar to like America. Like sometimes being in the country, the food can be it's just different and it just tastes really good. Like people might be like, they're not feeling it, but I love the octopus and the squid that they got there. Especially if you go to the coastal cities, like in the beach area, like because they got a bunch of islands there, right? So this place called Inoshima Island, and they got like yakisoba, which is like spicy lo mein noodles. If you go up into the mainland, which is like Mount Fuji, they have a bunch of good food there. Like you could even the eel was good there. Like if you have eel,
Did you try out that bologna ham sandwich down there?
I usually
bologna ham egg sandwich.
I say bologna ham sandwich. I never. Hey y'all, I got the coach in the building, man. I got Coach Andre done stepped in the room. I got to bring him up, y'all. This dude got a standing ovation at the Black Manosphere Conclave. He did his damn thing, man. Y'all give it up to the coach, Andre, in the building. What up, coach?
What's up, gentlemen? I've been listening to you guys, enjoying what you're saying about Thailand and all the eateries and how you guys have been taking care of your health.
Sound like Andre after dark.
I know, right? It is after dark. Yep, it is after dark. Shout out to you, gentlemen.
Go,
and
coach,
shout out to the chat, because chat lives matter. Chat lives matter. The conclave was excellent. For all you guys that didn't get a chance to make it to the 4.0 conclave, we had over 300 individuals, whether it was virtual or whether it was being there physically. It was great to be there and meet all the guys that are in the comment sections of many of your favorite YouTubers. At the same time, meeting the guys such as El Guapo. All we needed was Gail there. She would have been the only woman that would have been allowed. But to actually see meet Richie. Oh my God, goodness gracious! You talking about Richie's the same person on camera as he is off camera, full of energy, full of life, and want to see everybody smile. Meeting Culture Condition, meeting El Guapo, meeting Dennis Sperling. All these have, Obsidian Ali. Just all these heavy hitters that'll be there for the 05. In other words, for the Black Manosphere Conclave 5.0 in Miami. So if you haven't taken the time out, they already have the ticket listing available, and it's only $195. Gentlemen, get your ticket now. There was so much knowledge that was shared and information where guys could take advantage of, from everything from taking Theo Wolf's class. Some of his students stood up and told about how they are literally, after taking his classes, are making $120,000, $250,000, $300,000 a year in their respective fields in IT. So it's a real thing, having Dennis Sperling there to encourage Black men to take advantage of opportunities, whether it be in the States or whether it be opportunities outside of the States. It was excellent to see those individuals there. It was great to see the mentor of El Guapo, Derek, sit back and break down how Black men can purchase real estate across the country. And it's not as hard as many of us think it is. And it's extremely lucrative for many of us that don't know anything about it. To sit back and see also the brother that came up and spoke about fashion and style and how your image looks, how you walk, how you carry yourself, your clothing. It wasn't just coincidental that women tuned in to watch Kevin Samuels. It was because a lot of it, we have to admit, the brother's image was tight. The man had one of the tightest haircuts around. They might not be hunting for Kevin, but it's still dudes hunting around for Kevin's barber who was doing that man's hair. So it was so much. And then you had Richie Mack there that was really encouraging guys to travel, and as well as introducing you guys to the 2024 Zoom Fest. So he gave some great details in regards to the Zoom Fest, what to expect, what's going to be going on. So all you guys that are excited about, if you're already in Thailand, like many of you gentlemen are, but if you aren't and you don't have anything that you're going to be doing during that time period, we recommend that you go ahead, stack your proceeds, and get on down to Thailand and enjoy yourself, because he has an excellent package for you gentlemen and even ladies to enjoy.
That's my brother, man. I love this dude, man. I gave Dre when I first saw Dre, told Dre, I hugged him about 3 times in a row.
Yeah.
Didn't I,
Yeah,
Dre?
yes, you did, man. It's
I'm
like
so happy to
you
see
came
you,
across a
man.
long lost brother, and I did too, man. It feels so good.
Yeah, man. It's like when you see people that, man, that are of the same ilk, that have the same type of mind state, the same type of vibe, same type of energy. It feels good, man. Shout out to Master Chef. He say, first time catching you live. Love it, man. Master Chef, that's what it's all about. Love,
Oh
man.
yeah,
All about supporting each other, man. Coach came on late, though. I was waiting. I was hoping you would come on when BMT was here.
man. BMT. Oh man,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
would have been cool, man. That's my dude.
yeah.
I,
We'll set it up again. We'll set. I had to do a pivot move because the girl that's supposed to come on, she had a passport bro relapse. She thought I was a passport bro and was going, hit her with the passport
she thought,
bro.
okay.
Yeah, I was like, no, baby, that's not me. But we are good though. So Dre, you got back safe. That's good to know.
Yeah, you see, Andrea was waiting for me with the balloons in the background. She had cooked a real nice stir fry. She had glasses of wine waiting for us, dessert. I'm sitting back thinking, like, man,
Let me see. Oh, those are balloons. Oh, those are balloons, huh?
those balloons. She had me with the Te Amo, I love you balloons waiting for me at the airport.
Ooh.
And she drove your boy home and had a hot meal waiting for me. And I didn't get in till like 11:30, and I was starving for some real food.
Well,
and so she already had
11:30 night, because I don't remember when you left.
At night, yeah. So I didn't get here till like 11:30 at night here. We're an hour behind you guys, but 11:30 Central, in other words. And got here. First thing greeted me with was when I got to the house, a glass of nice wine that she had, and she had already ordered a dessert that she had picked up, and she had cooked the meal, the stir fry, the shrimp stir fry, and your boy was eating good and had a great evening finally making it back home to Cali, Colombia.
I know that's right, bro. I know that's right. I'm so happy for you, man. Elle hit me up. Elle's like, I miss you.
I know she does.
I got a couple more weeks to go, baby. I got a couple more weeks to go.
Bam
Bam's in the building. What up, Bam Bam? My man Alex Bam Bam. I can't wait to see him when I get back to Thailand, man. I don't get to see Alex that much. Dre, you I mean, you're being pretty shy, man. But I've said it like 3 times about your little standing ovation, Dre. You want to tell them what'd you do to get a standing? I didn't see nobody else at the conclave get a standing ovation. Maybe I missed.
El Guapo almost got one. Yo, you caught that? Guapo.
He deserved it. He deserved one. He did his thing. Yeah.
He was my favorite. Out of all of them, Guap was my favorite. I kid you not, man. He told his story about being the biggest loser, and how even if you're the biggest loser, you can still end up a winner if you do things right. And it was amazing how he just broke his story down, everything that he went through in the military, everything that he went through life. And at the end of the day, he still came up as a winner. And he and I, before, it's kind of funny, you don't know this, Theo is up teaching classes. Guap comes to me. Guap says, "Hey Dre, I got some expensive whiskey. I got an expensive scotch upstairs. It's like a $200-300 scotch. And come on, let's go finish the bottle off." Now I'm next in line to speak. So I said, you know what? He said, "I got some cologne samples for you." That's all it took for me. Shout out to Theo, first of all. He got this cologne for me. And Theo, shout out to El Guapo. He got this cologne for me from a brand called Kringler. I had never heard of it. And there's a reason why I never heard of it, right? Because this cologne, let me see if I can get this right, get the camera connected to it instead of me. This cologne is, it's not connected. Maybe it's connected to my hand too much. But this cologne is $1,000 bottle.
Damn.
Yeah, your boy Theo came up to me. He said, "Dre, I got a gift for you. You know you love colognes." So he got me this cologne, man. There we go. And this, it's a ooze, dude. As soon as I just took it out this box, it's just projecting everywhere. $1,000.
Damn.
For this particular cologne. And I've always wanted a $1,000 bottle of cologne. I just never went ahead and knew which one to invest in. And oh man, you should smell how good this is. Andrea loved it. And so So I go up to El Guapo's room. We're killing the bottle. We're killing the bottle. And then 15 minutes later, well, Andre's about to come on stage. And all I did was just go through the facts, man. Like these gentlemen tonight that were speaking in regards to Thailand and their experience, they were just speaking facts, nothing false. That's basically what I did. And I told guys that, listen, nothing's going to change on January 3rd. Yes, I mean on November 3rd. Yes, we do need to vote on November 2nd. Yes.
Right.
As Americans and as patriots and as what our ancestors went through for us to be able to vote, we should vote either way. But don't think that on November 3rd, you can all of a sudden just quit your job because life is so grand. You should put your life in a position to be a winner before the election, not waiting for the election. I'm going to say this again. Put your life in the position to where you are succeeding like these gentlemen here before the election and stop trying to wait for the election. So that's the mistake that a lot of guys are making. It looks like Richie disappeared for a second.
Yeah, yeah, man. I'm in this. It seems like every like 45 minutes to an hour.
Well, you should. Let's see. It looks like you're back or you're frozen.
You froze
there
up on Zoom.
Yo, can y'all hear us? Are we there?
You froze up.
I'm here. Yeah, it looks like you froze for a split
Everybody
second.
looks frozen. Okay,
Maybe
it's me, right? Yeah, it's this hotel internet. Maybe I should.
Yeah, I'm seeing everybody else in motion, but it looks like you froze for a split second.
Yeah.
I was loving what you guys were saying about, your life and your experience thus far in Thailand. I appreciate just hearing other men with their passports doing some great, amazing things.
Yeah, this year this is the most I've traveled in a year. I think I've been to at least more than 10 countries this year.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, Colombia's on my list too, but I'm gonna have to come get a consultation from you before I go.
No problem at all.
I wanted to go to the festival. I know there's the one in August, but then I know there's one in February too.
Yep. There's one in February. It's actually this up and coming year. The one in February is going to be the first week of March. This is the first time that they pushed it back, so it's going to be March 1st instead of the last week of February in Barranquilla, Colombia. And that is the world's largest Latin-speaking festival. The world's largest Latin festival is the one in Brazil. The world's largest Latin-speaking festival is the one in Colombia. Brazil, they speak Portuguese.
Portuguese, yeah.
Yeah, but the one in Colombia is the world's largest Latin-speaking festival, and it is really a month-long event for February, and it is a excellent celebration. But the Afro-Colombian Festival in August, 300,000 brothers and sisters from around the world. And
Cali,
I'm telling
right?
you, yeah, in Cali. Yep, every year. Yeah. Yep. So, but yeah, man, that's great that you've done 10 countries in a year, man.
I lost count.
That's even better.
Yeah.
That's even better.
Yeah. It was my only regret I would say in life is probably slightly might not taking school more seriously when I was in my 20s a little bit and traveling more when I was in my 20s as well. I would say that I would definitely I'm gonna read the super chat for the help out Zoom. I returned from Japan yesterday, my third trip this year in May. I took my older sister and niece. They were blown away with Japan. I'm 63 years old and still enjoying Japan. I'm telling you, man.
Go ahead, brother.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Did you make it down to Japan? I didn't want around. I wasn't around when you gave your testimony.
Yeah. I'm talking about that. I just came back. I just came back 2 weeks ago. Like Labor Day is when I came back. No, day after Labor Day. So it's technically about 2 weeks almost. And I loved it. It was. I mean, I've been learning how to speak Japanese since May, so it's been a little bit more easier for me. And I always tell brothers this: your outlook, your experience, because people might say, "Oh, I didn't like this place," or "I didn't like that place because of so and so." Your outlook is always going to be different if you can speak with the natives.
True.
People really underestimate that, and because what you're not only learning how to speak to people, but you're learning how to socialize, and you're learning the cultural ways of another group of people. So if you know how to immerse yourself into the culture, then you're not going to come across what I noticed too. Sometimes in America, we might see people that emigrated here. We might not say, oh, they might not be hip to certain things, or they might not get sarcasm, but it's the opposite when we go over there as well. We might not be hip to certain things. There might be things that we might not pick up on. And I noticed, because I took my uncle there, there were certain things he didn't know in terms of the politeness and respect that you have to do. Like, you can't just really be casual in how you act. You can't be like if you're in New York or LA, like you could walk through people in a store and no one is going to think anything of it. You can't really do that in Japan, because I mean, people won't say anything to you because you're a foreigner, but they're going to look at you weird, like, okay, you're walking through different people without saying excuse me, right? So
right.
The Japanese word for excuse me is sumimasen. It also means sorry as well. So the culture is always about being polite and being respectable. And I'll be honest with you, my next year my goal is to learn Portuguese and Spanish, because I do like Brazil, of course. And you can't be, if you learn Spanish, you pretty much got you can pretty much speak to all the beautiful women in the world, pretty much. So
I like how you put that.
Yeah, because here's another thing people don't know about. There's a lot of younger Black people moving to Spain, because you can go to Spain and get a 3-year visa there. So it doesn't hurt you to learn another language. My Japanese teacher, she's Korean. She costs $40 an hour. What is $40 an hour? That's a dinner for the night. You do that once a week. For the next year, you'll be surprised how far you can go. The mere fact, and I don't want to sound too long-winded, but the mere fact that I learned the language, I was able to get connections with other people in Japan, so that they said when I get there, they're gonna help me look for an apartment, and they're gonna be like a guarantor for me. I don't think I've ever been able to do that if I didn't show any kind of skill or some kind of investment to say, hey, I know the language. Even to get certain houses in Japan, you have to have what's called above like an N3 certification, meaning that once you take the test, you're at a proficiency level of like N3. In order to get certain things in the country, you have to learn the language. And that goes for a lot of countries.
Yeah, you're absolutely correct. As for me, I'm eligible for my citizenship next year. So really mastering and proficient, not just having my broken Spanish that I work with, but also being truly fluent is a must. Not only with hablar, but leer. You have to be able to read Espanol as well. So it's really a big thing. And you're absolutely correct when it comes to Spanish. Spanish actually gives you access to over 600 million people. Just by knowing Spanish, you have access to over 600 million people. And I forget, I think it's almost like 15 to 20 different countries you have access to just by knowing Spanish. I know it's 12 here. And then we're talking about Spain, and you also have Italy and also in Africa. I heard about Romania, and also Ecuador, New Guinea, and the Philippines. Yeah, thank you for letting me know, brother. You're right, absolutely correct. The Philippines as well. So just by knowing Spanish, you have access to so many other people around the world of different descents, not just Spanish descent. And I like how you guys broke that down. It's not just Spanish people, your definition of what Spanish is, or Latin people that speak Spanish, but you have access to a lot more people just by knowing Spanish. And I appreciate hearing, you brothers that are learning Japanese and Thai and all those other languages out there, because language is the way that opens up doors down here in Colombia, as well as when you just said, these people will introduce you to apartments as well as co-signers, because in Colombia, when you're looking for an apartment, you do need even here, you do need a co-signer. Everybody, not just foreigners, everybody has to have some form of co-signer. And so to know that you are making connections like that, man, that's great to hear.
Yeah. I mean, I think if you can at least know Spanish and French, you pretty much covered half the world, if we're being honest. Because you already know English.
Spanish and Kiswahili is big too. You know.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Kiswahili, 54 African countries, probably 30 of them speak Kiswahili. If you're on part of the earth, that part of the planet. Yeah.
You know what motivated me to not just only speak Japanese, but just to try to learn multiple languages. I was in Amsterdam in April, right? And I was like the airport waiting for the bus because I was going to take the bus all the way through Germany and then take it through Prague, right? So I met this bro. Met a bunch of people. You meet a bunch of people at the airport, different from all over the place. Met just one guy from Orlando, one guy. He was coming back from Turkey looking for apartments. Mind you, he's a white dude that was Canadian, but he's a lawyer that lives in Orlando, has a Kenyan wife, but he was looking for houses in Turkey, right? So you would now I'm gonna make 2 points with that. If I would have never traveled, I would have never been able to make connections with him because he was the one that was telling me, oh, just getting one passport, that's not enough, my brother. Because he was Canadian and he had an American passport, but he had his UK passport as well. So he had 3 of them. And he pulled them out like they were Pokemon cards, right?
That's my plan.
Yeah. So long story short, I had met a younger girl. She was probably like 2021, and she told me she spoke Romanian. She was her mother was Romanian, and she was like from Bucharest. Romanian, pretty much Spanish, and they're like interlinked with each other. Dutch and English, and she wasn't even like she could. I think she said she just turned 21. For the mere fact that a 21-year-old knows 4 languages, I'm like, damn, I gotta get my game up.
Yeah, that's one thing about travel that does for you, and I'm glad how you worded that. You start to realize how far behind the 8 ball we are as Americans when it comes to communicating on a global scale.
Man, way, way far behind.
Yeah.
Dre, even when I built a house here in Thailand, and to show how far behind we are, when I'm with the builder and they're explaining the layout of the house, everything is in metrics. So, and I had to get my phone out, and because everything was square meters, you know what I mean? So many liters of cement, and we're still on gallons and feet and inches.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So
absolutely.
Yeah.
And I was around in the 70s and 80s.
Everywhere in the world is on metric system.
Yeah.
Besides us. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
I was around in the 70s and 80s when they tried to teach us in school, and they had changed the gas stations over to metric. I mean, I remember for about a full summer. I say a full year. They tried to teach Americans metrics. For a lot of you guys that are older, you remember that summer when they had changed the gas stations. They changed everything in school. It was nothing but metrics. What they were teaching us, and Americans still, because we're so ornery in our thinking, we still, even as young people, just could not pick up metrics. And so instead of continuing on in our studies with metrics, Americans kind of just put it to the wayside, and they switched the gas stations back to gallons, and the grocery stores changed the food labels back to gallons instead of liters and things like that. And now fast forward, with all of us that are living in a global world, we could have used that as Americans today. So now guys like yourself, myself, and others, we're just at this stage of life appreciating the global metric system compared to us being that one country that's not using metric. And that just goes back to say what I was saying at the Black Manosphere Conclave. United States itself as a country, not the land, but as a country itself, geographically, not geographically, but population wise, we only make up 4% of the world. That means there are 96% of Black experiences that we never hear about. 96% of how things are really done, we never hear about. Also, manhood. One of the things that I do, which is one of my journeys, which is a language within itself, I purposely am trying to learn what the different forms of masculinity is in each country that I go to. I purposely watch manhood as is displayed in when we were in Europe, when we were in Cuba, when we were in Mexico. I purposely look at men. You notice the women, but I purposely watch men to see what manhood is like and how it's defined in other countries. Because if I've only learned the true global definition of masculinity from 4% of the men in the world, that means that 96% of manhood I've never seen before. And so that's one of the things that I try to study, as well as languages and other cultural experiences as well. And so it's so great, man. I'm so proud of you, brothers. You just do not know how good it is to see guys under 50. I didn't get started till I was 50, but to see you guys that are under 50 years old enjoying your journey.
I'm not under 50 though, Drew.
Yeah, neither one. Azrael's the only baby up here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We got one youngin. Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, Ryan Victorious with the $10 holler. Salute Richie Mack, Dre Guest, and the chat. Appreciate the $10 holler, Uriah. Appreciate you. Thank you.
Chat lives matter.
Chat lives matter.
Also, I want to say this too about Colombia. People don't know. I've been looking at Airbnbs in San Andreas too, which is out. This is off the coast.
Yes, so it is.
If you're not, I'm assuming it's smaller in location and population and what have you. So if you're not a person that's the big party goer, you can always go there and chill. I've seen pictures of it. It's very good spot. Very nice.
San Andreas. I'm glad that you mentioned that. San Andreas is the island. Is Colombia's own Jamaica. It is a small island off the coast. It's only about an hour and a half flight from. We've been there a couple times. No, Andrew's been there a couple times. I've been there once, and it is beautiful. The water is bluer than blue. It's like Cuba in the sense that it's isolated because it's between Colombia and Nicaragua, and it's closer to Nicaragua than Colombia, but yet it's a Colombian province. And you fly there, and it's Colombia's version of Jamaica or Hawaii. Colombians Hawaii, and I'm telling you, dude, the views and the food, it is so amazing. It's so relaxing. And so you're absolutely correct. So I'm glad that you mentioned that you've been doing your homework with San Andreas. And I'm telling you, as a testimony, they've got a lot to offer. It's as if you could take Cartagena and put it on an island. That's what San Andreas is. It is really, really a beautiful place to be in vacation. And that's where Colombians go to.
Yeah.
And you know what else is important too in global travel, us as blacks, to learn the black influence that we have all over the world that they don't teach us in America. I mean, you can go to a lot of countries and they'll tell you, oh, the original people were black. You go to the Philippines, the Aita, they say they're the original Filipinos. They're black. They're darker than me. Curly hair, nappy hair. You know what I mean? The people there know it, but they don't teach us that or elaborate on that. They think our first journey outside of Africa was on slave ships, and that's not so. We have influence all over the world. Every country you go to, you see something black there. That's ancient. You know what I'm saying? So that's important too, man. Just a realization that we come from more than just slave ships.
Yeah. Yeah, and to see all the architecture that our people have done and the
everywhere
cultural
Spain,
impact.
We
Spain.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You can see Spain from Libya, Algeria. You can see that's how close it is.
Yep.
It's like Florida to Cuba. You know what I'm saying? You can see it. So what make you think we wasn't over there? You know what I mean?
That's true. Isn't what's it? I don't think it's Tangier, but it's like literally it looks like one part of Africa looks like two index fingers touching each other. Like it's like two hands like pointing towards each other. Like right off the coast. I think it's in Spain, like the edge of Spain, I think it is. But
it's that close. Yeah. It really is, because Morocco is that close as well.
Yeah.
Morocco, all that's right there. Algeria, Morocco, Libya, it's all right there. But in Spain is right there. Italy is right there.
True.
Yeah. Those will be some of our next destinations. Will be to Italy. We really liked Spain. Spain was nice. I liked it. You know, Andrea liked the visiting part and seeing the family there, but you know, that we have there. But I really like Spain as a country itself. But
that's that.
Ibiza and all the islands there, beautiful.
Yes.
South Beach of Europe, you know. Yeah.
Yep.
I already booked I'm literally putting my notes on my iPhone. Somebody recommended it to me. Another passport bro. He was like, called like highlighted as an Iberian trip. He's like, you got to visit this place, that place. I got Sevilla, Granada, Valencia, Barcelona, and Bilbao.
Granada, especially, man. That Iberian Peninsula is amazing. And then, you know, we big influence in Italy too. You know, they say Hannibal brought 440,000 foot soldiers into Italy, and they conquered it. So we were there. Africans were there. You know what I mean? So we intermingled and intertwined with them on a large, you know, extent, especially around Sicily and that area up there. There's a lot of African influence up there.
And
you know, they talk about
Oh yeah.
Well, my goal is, since I'm still young, I got a little bit of energy. I can do like bus rides. So like what I'll do is like bus, because you know in Europe you just take a bus, be in another country. You go at nighttime, leave at 10 o'clock, and next morning you're in a different country, right?
I love that, man. I love it.
Yeah. So another place, I know you said you went to Lisbon, but I've been looking at Lisbon. That was my second place if I was going to expatriate. It was between Lisbon and Japan. But people gotta, if anybody ever goes to Portugal, save up a little bit of money and go to I think it's Funchal and Madeira. Madeira is where Ronaldo is. I'm not gonna lie, that looks like something out of a video game. It's so paradise-like. It's crazy. You know,
I've been studying Portugal so detailed. There's a guy that lives over there. I support his Patreon, and I'm able to ask all type of questions to him. And then you've got the brother and sister, Our Rich Journey, the YouTubers. They've been over there. Now they live in Thailand now.
Oh,
even though they took their kids when they were young. They moved from the United States to Japan for 5 years. Then they moved to Portugal for about good 5 years. And now Our Rich Journey is in Thailand now.
Yeah, there's a 1-2 YouTube couple, black older couple. They retired and left. They were from Colorado and they moved to Portugal. They moved to Lisbon.
Wow.
Yeah, they said their groceries cost like less than $50.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah,
I could definitely see that.
I mean,
definitely see that.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this, guys. What was it that caused you guys to initially become globalists? Say that again.
I said, how many brothers have been to Africa, have traveled to the motherland?
Morocco's on my list.
Mine too.
You know, I'm trying to go there a couple of days after Christmas. It's just that with tickets to go to different parts of Africa, it'd be like $2,000. So when I was younger, I was like, I can't pocket a $2,000 trip for a flight. You know, it's cheaper to go to Asia than it is to go closer into Africa. But Morocco, I'm trying to go there couple days before New Year's, trying to go to Casablanca. But you said, what were you saying though, Andre?
Yeah, that's what my plan was, to hit Morocco, because it's right there. You know, it's so close to, and a few countries are so close to southern Spain and southern Italy that it's almost like you're doing yourself a disservice by not going to Africa, because it's right there. I actually looked up
you can actually see it.
So I said, you know what? On our trip to Italy, we're gonna hop on right across the Mediterranean, and we're gonna go to the motherland. We really are, because it's so much that you want to see, and that's what it is when it comes to traveling. It's just so many countries and continents that you want to see. Like I still want to do the Antarctic while we're down here off the coast of Argentina.
Yeah,
you know, there's a cruise that Ace Live did, and
like $10,000, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, which was not expensive. Really nice cruise. I interviewed him while he was on the ship, and after he got back, and he actually got the idea from me and Andrea. We were we were all sitting around, and Ace just he just happened to call us, and he was like, "What y'all doing?" I said, "We're watching these YouTubers that just got back from a cruise from Antarctica." And he was like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah, man." So I gave him a breakdown. We took a couple of months to do some homework on it. And so it was going to either be me and Andrea or Ace going to be the first ones to go down there for the trip. So Ace, since it was his birthday, he gave it to himself as a birthday gift. That's how he got to the trip to on the cruise to Antarctica. And it was really, really nice, very professional. I've done cruises. And so he had a great time. And so he came back and gave me all the breakdown and all the footage of what steps to take. But I still want to do that one, as well as, really hit a couple of countries in the motherland. And I really one of my spots I do want to hit is Ecuador, New Guinea, because it is the only African province that speaks Espanol.
Yeah. When we first arrived there in Africa, first trip, they have greeters in the airport. And we landed, it was maybe 15, 18 of us together from the US. And I mean, they knew we were American.
Right.
And she says, "Is this your first time in Africa?" And we all said, "Yeah." She said, "Welcome home, my brother."
Welcome home.
Man, that feeling, bro. I know, like,
bro.
We just high-five each other. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
She said, "Welcome home, my brother." Yeah,
man. I know that had to be amazing.
So yeah, that's something to see, though, man. Yeah.
And there's a lot of brothers. You know who goes there a lot? The brothers from the UK. I follow quite a few brothers on YouTube that are from the UK, and they give some excellent insight into your travels over to Africa. So it's a lot easier for them to go over this. So I follow them. So I don't try to act like if right. I don't try to pretend like if I'm not watching an American YouTuber about Africa, then I can't watch Africa. No, UK brothers give me some great information on where to go to, why to go there, things like that as well. So shout out to all our UK brothers that are over there visiting Africa on a regular basis.
Yeah.
We were in the airport in Kenya, in Mombasa, and the airline there had a bunch of brothers and just Europeans, all with beach clothes on, and you could tell they were going somewhere. Looked like they were going to Caribbean or somewhere,
Right.
So I stopped to ask Black. I said, "Man, where y'all going? Where's everybody going?" He said, "We're going to White Sands." And I was like, "What's in White Sands?" He said, "Oh man, beautiful resort town in Kenya." So we get to the hotel. I pull it up, Google it, White Sands, Mombasa. Beautiful, just like being in Aruba or Caribbean, behind white sand, blue water. Never heard of it, never knew anything about it. I don't think any Americans even know about it. But that's their vacation spot for Europe. That's where they go when they want the nice, beautiful resorts on the beach and hospitality and 5-star service. Is in Mombasa, Kenya. Did you know about it?
I actually did, but let's put it like this: it took me over 5 years of traveling to find out about it. It took 5 years of traveling for me to find it. If I had been stuck in the States, I wouldn't have known about it.
Wouldn't have known about it. Best kept secret all over out there,
Yep.
Yeah.
And it is just like you said, it is beautiful. Because there's an African brother that I follow who travels across the continent, and that's how I found out about it, because he had did a week-long video on that area. So I just recently just found out about 6 months ago. So I can't act like I always knew, but I just happened to find out because I'm really, really interested in going to the continent. So I've been following content creators that are going to all these exclusive
beautiful coastlines in the world.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Shout out to my man Big Pit in the building, my man.
You better back the fuck up. You better back the fuck up out my face, goddammit. I'm from Detroit, Michigan. Don't play with me.
I didn't mean to hit that one for me, but I meant to give Big Pit a shout out. Shout out to Big Pit. He was there at the Black Manosphere Conclave, and he is a big brother, big dude, big solid dude. Shout out to him.
Yeah, shout out to Detroit, because I had a layover there. That was probably one of the nicest airports I've been to.
Yeah, shout out to the 313, them Detroit boys. You know how we do it.
That was a nice airport.
And also shout out to my man Uriah Victorious. He was there at the Black Manosphere Conclave as well. Good guy, good person. It was so great that now, hey Richie, is it just me? It is so great to when you see guys in the comment section, you know who they are.
Yeah.
You know what they look like.
Mhm.
That's kind of like solidifies and opens up your channel a little bit more, just knowing that I know this dude. I know what he looks like. I know what, this person been supporting you for a couple years, and then all of a sudden you get a chance to see these person that have did sit back and watch you and Uriah. I got a video of that. You Uriah. I gotta send this to you. Me, you, Coach Knishan, Uriah, and Theo when we went out to the what was that restaurant we went out to with the seafood? Papados, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a video that I took that I'm going to send that out to you. It's like a good maybe 30-second video, but it was just great to be out there with all you guys, man.
Yeah, man, that's something special, man, and we're gonna do it again next year.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be crazy next year.
Yep, we're gonna do it next year.
Definitely make it
my spot.
Yep. Yes, sir. Night, Ray. Yeah, man, I'm about to shut it down too, y'all. I'm falling asleep.
Oh, we got international quiet storms in the building.
I was just about to say, look who came on time, Dre. Look at this. I was just about to say, I got to meet the international quiet.
Oh my God, man, that was for me personally.
Before I could get that off, he comes in with a super chat. I was just about to say when we were talking about Uriah, because you said Uriah, and then I was like, yeah, man, but I got to see and then shout out to the International Quiet Storm.
Oh, man. Yes, sir.
Supports all of us. Just support me for a bit. Salute, fellas. Yeah, man, I'm about to shut it down too. But that's a way to end the stream with the International Quiet Storm. Wait, we got another one coming in. Call me the passport hoe. What is the super chat hoe?
Super chat hoe.
Here we go. International travelers. What's the word? Man, y'all catching me about to lay it down, man. We've been on here for almost 3 hours.
Yeah.
Say thank y'all for the love. Oh, Gail say she met Quiet Storm first. Where Gail at?
Okay.
Yeah.
Let it be known, Gail.
Yeah, he got to meet Gail before me.
He surprised me, man. He really surprised me. I'm sitting up here talking to him for a few minutes, and he just pulled his phone out. He said, "You don't even know who I am, Dre." I'm like, "No."
Nah.
And so man, he pulled his phone out. He showed who, man. I gave that man the biggest hug. It's two people that got the biggest hugs from me. It was you and International Quiet Storm, because I was that made my trip right there. That's the one person who I really wanted to meet was TIQS, and I was so happy, man. So happy.
Me too, man. There's only one person that was missing.
Yeah. I was so glad to see him. I'm like, man, now it's solidified. I'm officially here.
No, there's one person that's missing.
Who?
Gail at night.
Oh, you know what? That will be the ultimate meetup to me, Gail. Next year we're in Miami, girl. I know only men can come in, but I don't mean you can't.
3 women at the front, man. Gail could be right up.
Gail could be right there. Yep, working.
That would be on her. I mean, if she wants to. But I'm
gonna
give her a big hug.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna let Gail go. I'm gonna squeeze.
You know how many dudes will be happy to see Gail at night? Man.
Oh my God. Gail at night.
Goodness gracious. Yeah, I could see it because I could see how the energy that was there this year.
Mm-hmm.
So just to see all those brothers come together next, oh man, yeah, it was.
Gail might distract it though. Gail might be a distraction. They see Gail, they ain't gonna want to go in there and work.
Try to get that number. They try to get that DM. Yeah, what you doing after the conclave, girl?
Was this the second or third one or
fourth?
How many years have they had though?
4 years so far.
This year was the fourth.
Oh, this is the 4th year? Okay.
It's my second year going. I went last year and I was so amazed. I went this year and it was better this year than last year, believe it or not.
Yeah.
And next year's gonna be in Miami, so I'm really gonna be excited about that. Because Drake from Miami, I'm going somewhere. I don't know if it's Colombia where I'm at, but I know Miami is the jump off spot.
It is the jump off spot.
How far is Miami from Colombia? Have you done that?
3 hours.
Yeah, 3-4 hours.
Oh,
yep, that's it.
Dre, say less. I don't want to hear nothing, coach. I don't want to hear nothing, but where are we going? Where are we going and how we do it? Dre, all I ask for you, with the permission of Andrea, is how many days do I need, Dre? Because I want to hit. I don't want to just go
Might have
to
to make a
Medellin.
trip
I
with
want to
you.
go different places.
Oh,
Yeah. Miami.
What you say? What you say? I hear you.
Somebody have to make that trip with you next year.
Come on, man. Come on.
for real.
Yeah, man. You gotta come on. Time to retire. You gotta come on. Dre, how much time do I need? If we go to Miami for the thing and I go from your spot, from Miami to Colombia, how many spots can we hit and how much time?
Well, in a week in Colombia, because all Colombian major cities are only an hour separated, and the average round trip flight is only between $50 and $75 for a really nice round trip flight to any of the cities, major cities. And so, like I tell people all the time during the consultations, if you're here in Colombia for a week, you want to do at least 3 cities. 2 cities. You could hit Medellin for 2 days and have a good time. Shoot over down to Bogota or to Cartagena, hit the beach for a couple of days, and then come over to Cali, Colombia, get your salsa on for a couple of days, and then shoot back. Either go home from Cali, which is still 3 hours away, or you can just shoot on back to Medellin where you originally started from and go on back home to Florida. So if you're here,
where's the international airport at in Colombia? Is it
Bogota?
Bogota, okay.
Bogota,
So everything goes through Bogota, right?
Not necessarily, because there's straight flights to Cali, straight flights to Cartagena, straight
No,
flights.
I mean internationally. Internationally.
Oh yeah, internationally. Like when we flew to Europe, we flew through Bogota. If a person flies to Thailand, it's through Bogota.
Okay. What flights?
Yep.
Okay. How much time would you be able to have though, Dre? Because I know you can't be gone long.
Who can't?
Well, I don't know.
Man, listen,
I'm saying that out of respect, not out of nothing else. I'm just saying.
My mama said I'm off punishment. I could come outside and play. Okay. My mama said I'm off punishment. I could come outside and play. What y'all talking about? I ain't got an American wife that be trying to censor my life. No, come on, man. One thing me and Andrea said, we were talking about this the other day. One thing that we value about our marriage is that we have that closeness and that camaraderie of Andrea and Andrea. But we have a independence that we have as well. Like she just got back from a girls trip with the family and friends.
Right.
I didn't sit back and say, "Oh, well, you got to be back in," because I already know when it's my turn. I ain't got to deal with none of that. That's some Americanized women that got dudes trained that you got to be back at a certain time. As for me, no matter when I come back, it's gonna be balloons waiting for your boy.
And there are, hey Jay, you turned the camera. He did
let me turn the camera back around. No problem.
You want to see?
You say balloons and a hot meal, huh?
Yeah,
and a hot meal.
Balloons and a hot meal. Yeah.
I ain't mad at you.
Now you showing up.
And a hot meal.
Now think about this. Like when most dudes come back from a plane flight or whatnot, the most they might get is leftover. Like, oh, there's leftovers in the fridge. Like,
you ain't getting no hearts and all of that shit.
Yeah,
you ain't getting none of that. That's a wrap. All right, Dre, I'm looking at it now. So your direct flights from Colombia, you got Miami, New York, LA, Washington D.C. Europe, you got Madrid, Paris, London, and Frankfurt. Latin America, you got Mexico City, Sao Paulo, Buenos Aires, Lima, and in Asia, Istanbul is the longest direct route from Bogota. So I would have to go to go back to Thailand. I'd have to go to Istanbul, which I want to go to Istanbul anyway.
And that's what we were thinking when we came out there. We wanted to hit that route ourselves.
I would have to do that. Okay.
I was gonna say, I believe Atlanta has some direct flights to Colombia as well now. So
wow.
We find a way.
Yeah. Hey, Ninjas is running to Colombia, boy.
Hey, bruh, Cartagena is so packed. Even Andrea, like I said, she just got back from a girls trip. Man, bruh, she was saying that this was the first time she ever saw more black women from the States on the flight than brothers.
More black women on the thing. Shout out to my cousin Andre up there, and what? Shout out to Andre. I can't believe there's more black women going to Colombia now.
No, Cartagena.
Well, that's still Colombia.
I mean, it still is, but they purposely going for the beach life.
Okay.
And they're buying up property, and they're doing tours, beach tours for sisters. Sisters, let's come together as one. Join our beach tour, and they make money, and Man, it's so many.
They trying to get the jump on Negroes. They're like,
they already got the jump on the Negroes. See what the Negroes made the mistake of doing. Negroes only came down here and they were just for the ladies. They came to Cartagena for the ladies.
Yeah.
They didn't think about the business. A few brothers did, because a couple of brothers now own hotels in Cartagena. So it's a couple of brothers that came down and did the right thing. A few brothers bought Airbnbs and properties, but the sisters they came down and they taking it to a whole nother level. While the dudes are still focusing on the pay for play, sisters are like, okay.
Right.
And they going that way and making business connections and not just party connections.
Yeah.
And that's what's hurting the brothers down. We don't want them down here. Well, they doing what y'all should have been doing.
Yeah. You gotta admit they do handle their business, man. You know. They did. What does Charlie Storm say? Dre post hurt my soul. I got to my next hotel and had a deli sandwich and stale bread.
Yeah, I just posted. Andrea took a photo before my flight landed. She took a photo of herself holding the balloons, and I posted the photo in the Black Manosphere Conclave Facebook page. And so that's what he's talking about. The post that I put up.
Dang. He just rubbing it in.
I had to, bro. Listen. But like I said, man, it was great being able to go speak and share what experiences wait for men such as these gentlemen, wait for us men when we take it seriously. And like I said, you should get your life on track before the elections, not for the elections.
Facts. Yep. So that's what it is, man. Y'all had enough of this?
I'm out of here.
Have a good night, fellas.
Yeah, man.
All right, bro.
I'm about to leave. I'm going to see Prince tomorrow. I'm going to see Prince tomorrow.
Go ahead now.
Going to the what's his face. But Drab, I'm really gonna I want to line that up for next year for Columbia, man. I really do.
Okay, deal.
It's 3 hours away, man.
That's only it.
Okay, so we gonna make it happen. So
okay, deal.
Time to retire. You coming, right? I got you on camera. You said you coming.
Yeah,
out?
man. We go ahead and plan that trip.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Time to retire is the OG of Thailand, Dre. He's the OG. He's been doing this since 2004, 2003.
Woo-hoo, that's what I'm talking about.
So I gotta take my hat off when I see him. You know, I gotta take my hat off to the OG. He is the OG. So that's what it is, man. But Dre, I love you, man. Good
love
to
you
see
too, brother.
Man. Time to retire. Love you, man. I'll see you when I get back. We get it.
Shout out to Time to Retire.
Yeah, we gotta hook up, man. So
yeah.
Go out to eat or something. You know?
I literally ain't seen Time to Retire. We live in the same city. I ain't seen him in about a year. Seem like. How long has it been, Time to Retire? Been about a damn year, right? See, when he was living in the Matrix, he was every day on the streams. He was every day calling in. That nigga that got to Thailand, he don't know nobody now. He like, nigga, I'm home.
I love it. Time to retire. Do you, bro? Yeah, I ain't mad at you, brother.
That's what we do. Right? Yeah, I'm gonna come do that for you when you get back.
All right,
just hit me up.
We're gonna make it happen. Okay, y'all, man. So I'm gonna say good night. Jason Finch, I know you like the L Boogie intro, man, but I'm about to just shut it all the way down, man. I'm too tired to even keep going. So Dre, we'll link up and do a stream together as well when we
yes, sir.
Or something, okay?
All right, brother.
All right, brother, man. Y'all take care, man. I'll see y'all, man. Peace out.
All right, y'all.